Hello, hello. Yes, I see that. I see that. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get to stepping today. I mean, we got a long day right now. I think I'm gonna have a hard stop at 12. I'm not sure yet. My girlfriend wants my attention today, so let's see, folks. Let's see. But how's everybody doing today? How you guys feeling? What's the vibes? The number one BITF supporter. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are the guy. ASST day, though. I'll tell you that much. Today's ASST day. Sammy, what's your outlook on ASST? Well, I posted the video and yesterday. I don't know if you guys know, but there was a tweet out by Mike Alfred, and he's basically saying he's not selling. He's not here to make a quick flip. So if all else is true, then ASST probably is going to have a bright future. So can't really say targets. Anything can happen in the markets, right? Anything can come up, anything can come down. But right now, Mike Alfred's the one pinning this, and if he's not going to sell, then this is a bright future for ASST, right? Let me see if I can get the post. Oh yeah, I have it right here. Look at this. He just posted about an hour ago, right? He just posted about an hour ago. Look at this. Oh yeah, let me just while we're doing this, let me go ahead and just finish up my morning routine real quick. We're almost there. I'm just so he just posted this on ASST, folks. Let me just put the price action here. Okay, well that didn't work. 1 second. Alright, so there you go. This is what he posted, and I just wanted to zoom in a little bit because I gotta do my morning routine. I didn't do it yet. Oh fuck. Sorry guys, 1 second. So yeah, he posted this. Do what you will with that information, folks. But this guy is pretty much not a shill. Like, he really wants this to succeed. So yeah, this is a whole different ball game right now. And while I just gotta send out one last tweet, and then we're gonna look at ASST chart and chart it and see what levels it's at, and this, that, and the third. All right. If you guys are in ASST, at least type 1 in the chat so I can see how many investors are in here, what the interest is like, how many people are involved on this ticker. Get me, let me see. Let's go. Okay, I see 1. Type 0 plan. All right, we got 1 in the chat. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what? Good enough for me. I'll take it. It's Strife Day. It's Strife. Is it called Strife? It looks good. I mean, 150. Oh, Strive. It's Strive. It's Strive. Join me live. Yeah, I'm just getting my morning tweet out, and then we're going to take a look at the charts. So stay tuned, folks. It's going to be a long day. Maybe we'll see what happens. The market size. All right. Dude, there's a lot of hype around this. All right, Bitcoin actually hit a key resistance area, which I'll go over. I'm going to pretty much go over a couple things on this ticker and what to look for and what bearish and bullish sentiment to keep an eye out, because it's very important to understand the macro, the macro fundamentals, which is key for this. So, stay tuned. I'm almost done. Oh, I see people. All right, we are good to go. And I just sent out the tweet. All right, we're good. All right, so let's see. I see a lot of folks chatting here. Sammy, I'll message you Discord. Edgy, Yanaveltsi, Cool, AA6. When should I sell my shares? I have 37 at 6. I do not give entries or exits. That's not what I do. I provide key areas of resistance and zones, and you decide whether or not you want to take profits or not, or do whatever you have. But I'm not, my channel, my Discord, my community, I don't provide entries or exits. I absolutely hate that there's actually traders out there that do that for some folks, and that's criminal. Like, not even, I really do not like that. Just make sure you have high, what's your risk tolerance? Everybody has different risk tolerance. I'm not one of those traders. Sorry, bro. I posted the video on the on my history channel. On my channel, excuse me. So yeah, one key area you guys got to look for is at that 270 line. I mean, look at this liquidity node here, right? So if we turn on our indicators here, you notice that price action is struggling to break above the 270. So this is a very obvious key area of resistance. If price were to continue upward, that area, honestly, you're going to be met with sell orders, which is cool, right? I mean, if you guys are taking trades right here, that's a huge trade. So that's the first thing you got to observe. But right now, the only wall that I'm seeing right now, like the micro Papa wall, is this guy right here. Everything else, obviously I see walls here. We'll see and we'll adjust it, but I'm more concerned about this 270 wall right here. Everything else, it's like whatever. But this wall is important. Will it continue to fall? Will it rebound after falling? So we use RSIs and EMAs to see continuation runs. So that's one way. Like, I'm looking at the RSI right now, right? Yeah, so if you have a pullback, what we're seeing right now is that price is respecting that white line, my 10 EMA, right? So if it continues to respect that 10 EMA, if price action were to come back down and hit this 10 line, that white line, and then continue up. So yeah, those are called scallops, and scallops are a great continuation run and confirmation patterns to run up, right? And we'll be monitoring that. I'll be looking at key areas of support and resistance and see what's going on here. So it looks good so far. It looks good. I mean, hey, look, you're at the end of the day, I want everybody to understand, you're trading in a market, and when you throw your money at the market, you're gambling, and you have the risk to lose it all or to win. That's just the reality. So make sure you guys have stop losses and respect the trend. You think it will break 170? 170? Let's see. Do I think it's going to break 170? It can potentially, yes. With volume, yes, it can break 170 with volume. All depends on volume. All right, folks, really depends. Volume is very important. Volume is very important, right? You think it will fall and rebound 130 before opening? Will I think? Oh, so sniping these targets is very, I cannot predict the future. I'm looking at key areas of support. So, one thing I'm noting here, look at this 20 EMA on the daily. On the 15, right? So look at this, respected. So if price were to sell off, come back down, hit this 20 EMA, and also in lining with your VWAP. Right, so let's say 144 is a nice clean area of support, because that's where your VWAP is, and then also your 20 EMA. So that adds confluence, right? and that's also aligning with the RSI centerline touch on the 15-minute time frame. And what you typically want to start seeing is that these things move up and then come back down. As long as you don't cross below the center line on the RSI, this would be technically a positive indicator, as long as you continue this momentum above the center line, right? These are things I got to look for, right? But we won't know the true value of a ticker price action because this is the pre-market. Pre-market, there's no liquidity. We don't know the true value of this stock until market open, right? So one thing to note right off the rip, psychological anchors, 20 EMA on the 15 is a key level area of support. And then you also have VWAP. So in theory, if you had to look for a retracement here, let's say it comes down, you typically don't want to, I mean, it can touch the VWAP and then wick at the 141. In theory, right? But again, there's no liquidity in pre-markets. So this is not true price action. I mean, it's price action, but the real one is after 9:30, right? That's where the value is. All right, they're like literally. So, you know, we got to pay attention. This is more just being patient till 9:30 and let's see. I can't predict. I just can only react or anticipate what's in front of me. I'm not one of those traders that, you know, oh, it's gonna go 1,000%. No. We don't do that here. No. We're real. We're realistic. I'm a real person. I'm not a fucking shill. We're gonna look at levels, nice and easy. And if we break those levels, then we can look up to the next layer. But right now, in reality, it's in an uptrend. It's respecting that 5 EMA on the 4 hour. Let's just continue the trend. If it breaks anything, then we're going to monitor it and then take it from there. Okay, right now nothing's broken. Everything looks good right now. Look at this. Look, I mean, straight off the rip. What do you guys see? Like, I don't even have to explain this to you. What do you guys see? What is price trying to do right now, folks? What do you guys... Let's do a little bit of education here. I'm going to show... Like, let's learn something today. What is price trying to do here? Right off the bat, it's trying to break above this key area's resistance. Thank you, Babs. Thank you. Yeah, I love educating, man. This is why, you know, I love what I do, man. It's trying to break above the 154. Exactly. So if you see price action trying hard, trying to break above it, you already know that once a market opens, this thing breaks, boy, man, oh man, it can get really crazy. But at the same time, if we continue to reject, this is why you have a bear and bull thesis, because the market doesn't only go up. Okay, if you continue to reject the 154, well, look at the smaller time frames. What happens to price action? Yes, it comes down. Look at this key area, 154. You're struggling right now. But look at the price action coming down and look at the support line. What do you see? That 50 EMA, my blue line and green line, 50 EMA and SMA is acting as what, guys? Exactly, as support. As support. So I'm not gonna, you know, if you're gonna come to my channel, join the Discord, I'm not the guy to give you entries or exit. Don't follow, delete me, unfollow me, get away from me. I'm not that type of person. All right? Go and tell the fucking traders that want to pump their bags and shit. I don't do that. I trade the trend. I don't marry a stock. I'm in and out, and I'm happy with my trade. I'm not greedy. All right? I do not marry tickers. I don't do that. All right? So anyway, price action right now is holding above the VWAP line, and we're above this red line, which is my 20 EMA. So far, so good. Price action is trying to break above the 154. We have to respect the trend. If price action breaks below VWAP, what's the next area of support, which is this blue line, 50 EMA and SMA. So let's see if we can break above the 154 so we can continue to the next trend. And what normally you want to see, what I like to use is called Fibonacci extensions, guys, to predict at least future price target exit liquidity. Okay, and there you go. Let me see if it's perfect. I like to make it perfect. Let me see here. Let me double check. So you guys, yeah, 152. Okay. Whew, It's gonna be a long day today, folks. ASST has been honestly been catching a lot of vibes right now. A lot of vibes. I'll just leave this here for now. See if we can catch a trend. How much is your goal to increase? How much is your goal to increase? What, ASST? Like, I don't understand. Goal to increase. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to you're gonna have to remind me, man. What are you talking about? You mean where the stock is gonna go? I posted my thesis on this and where it could potentially go. I mean, first things first, like I said, for the new guys chiming in, well, this is what Mike Alfred posted this morning. All right, read that and understand that this man, whoever he is, wants to see companies. He's a long-term investor, and he wants to see the company grow and succeed. So if he's not going to sell, at least right now he's not going to, because at some point I'm sure he is, then I'm going to say 450, right? If I say 450 and we blow right past it, then, realistically, I would like to see this ticker hit 450, So, but the only way I will know that is if we open up the market and then we can see levels where price action is sitting on or what it's breaking. And then I'll have an idea of where it's going to go. All right. A good solid idea. Right now it's pre-market and I don't trade I just don't, there's nothing here. Can't give you a valid point here. Good morning, coach. Let's get this money. What up? Another day, another trade. What's going on? Yeah, this thing is cooking. It's cooking. We just got to respect the trend, respect the EMAs, respect the resistance line. Right now, 153 is looking like a hard resistance. Cool. That's great. We have levels to the upside, and then we're also going to have levels to the downside because markets don't go up only. Okay, folks? Markets do not only go up. We do have a nice little clean resistance at the 382. Like I said, area. Exactly the 270 is your micro wall here. So expect a very hard resistance, at least a nice clean rejection at the 270. I'll be shocked as shit if we break above it with ease, okay? But right now, that's my concern. I don't care about everything. I don't care about none of this. I don't care about all of this. No, I care about that 270 wall. That's my concern right now. That wall is massive. Everything else, we'll adjust. But right now, that's my biggest fear. All right? That's all I care about. I mean, you obviously got walls here. I see 167. We got 192. We obviously have the 220. Like I said, Papa Bear wall, the Mama Bear wall, 270 is what I'm looking at right now. So, and if we get there, right? So let's see. RSI is also your best friend. Again, I want to see the RSI not break the center line. Okay, so typically you see those on the 1 minute and also on the 5 minute. Again, this is pre-market. Price action's wonky. It's like sideways right now. So let's see. You can absolutely get ass blasted and people take profits at market open, right? People, in scenarios like this, people want to take profits. And that's totally fine. Let's see what happens with ASST. It could completely just sell off right at market open and then come right back up. That's a reality, folks. That's a reality. It can just completely flush and then come and find support or just continue downward. We don't know until market opens, right? Because people want to take profits. And people will take profits. This is not your fucking typical GME run or whatever BYND run. No, there's a face to this. The guy wants to see this company succeed. So the macro fundamental is he wants this up for as long as it can. All right, so people are going to take profits, guys. So be ready for like a sell-off if it does happen. Target after, I see 3.8 next resistance. I like that, Daver. You see, Daver's trying, folks. You see, Daver actually is trying. He's looking at a chart and he's coming with a thesis. I love that, bro. Good job. What you see on all charts, again, thanks for the insight. Daver, really, see, you're trying, and that's what I love to see. 380, if you see 380, then you see something. And let's take a look at it. Yeah, 380. Yeah, that's fucking reasonable. I spoke on this on my video. Dude, 380, 385, great. Lovely. Great analysis. Look at this liquidity node. Look at all this battles between the bulls and the bears. Look at left. Look at the support line. What has price has been doing for the past couple of price actions, couple of days ago? Support. Resistance at the 453. I spoke on this on my video. If you guys haven't watched the video, go ahead and take a look at my video history. And look at the 385. Okay? Or 380. You can also, yeah, 380, 385. This is a key area of where price action likes to find support. Support 385. Resistance comes back down 453. So this is called the golden pocket. We're gonna monitor all this, but I spoke on this on my video. Okay, great analysis, David. Great. Okay, great, good stuff. You're trying. I love it. I absolutely love that. Target after 270, 350. Target after 270. Target after 270. The next Fibonacci area of resistance is the 0.5, 324. 270, because if you look at this right here, what does that tell you? Price rejected the 0.5 Fibonacci area. Look at that wick. Beautiful rejection, 324. You pass 270, 324. There's no liquidity here, so price can easily just sort of swing up there without having too much of a resistance. So that's something to look for as well. So VWAP strong support below 170. What is it to put a stop loss? So now you're asking. See, now you're asking the right questions. Very, very smart of you that you want to put a stop loss right below VWAP. Very, very smart. Okay, good. Now let me explain something to you. Everybody has different risk tolerance. Okay, I have roughly 3%, sometimes 8%, depending on the charts. So again, everybody has different risk tolerance. You set stop losses what you think is right for you. If you think it's going to be 3, or is it? Where is it? If you think it's going to be 3%, knock yourself out. Okay, so if it wicks below VWAP, well, let's say you bought in here, right? Let's say you bought it in right now. Okay, from where you are now, and you wicked it to the 20 EMA, that's roughly a 3.4% downside. Okay? Some people will have it way larger. Oh, I see a candle structure here. It's been a key area of support. Price action likes to always bounce at the 132. Well, some guy out there in the world is saying, hey, I have a 10% tolerance if he gets in this trade now. All right? Everybody's different. Do what you think is best for you. Just make sure you understand that, you're gambling at the end of the day. And you never know where price is going to end up going. So look at that. All right, so we're selling off, right? Beautiful, okay? I like that. Nice little pullback. You had a nice little run up. Okay, let's see key areas of support. See if it bounces. I see a 20 EMA line. Hopefully candles price action touches that 20 EMA to confirm a continuation trend. Look at this, continuation trend, right? Bounce. Will it bounce here? Break of structure, we shall see. You can wick it and wait for. You gotta wait for the candles to close, guys. So look, there's still 13 minutes to close this candle, and you broke below VWAP. Okay, so now you're breaking a little structure. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, so if based on price action history, you see it's been a support. Odds are this might be another support area bounce. Will it hold? We shall see. RSI is above the center line. Keep the momentum. I want to see it bounce above the center line. Okay. Break of structure. We shall see. You have 13 minutes left, folks. 13 minutes. And again, this is pre-market. There's no liquidity in pre-market. Not like post-market. So remember that, folks. You got that right, softening on the price at open. Yeah, there you go. Trades, you are the man. I'm a newbie. Daver, thank you so much. Yeah, man, everybody wants to get rich tomorrow, but people need to understand, you got to respect the trend, and the markets go up and down. Markets go up and down, and I hate these fucking traders that go, oh, pump my bags. It's going to go up 1,000%. No, bro. Stop talking shit and like tell people how to do things the right way when you're trading, man, or you're throwing money in the market. I hate seeing people lose money. I absolutely fucking hate it. I want you guys to understand what I see as a day trader. That way you guys can understand a little bit of my world, right? Understanding my world. All right? And look at that. So we're getting a wick right here, finding support at that 20 EMA as I mentioned before. Again, we have 12 minutes to close this candle. Are we going to hold this structure? Are we going to hold this respected bounce? So far, so good. You see a shadow there, folks? The structure has not been broken. So far, so good. And if it breaks, fine. I see another area of support coming down. And then we'll take it from there. But it's, again, I'm watching the RSI above the center line. And I'm also watching the EMAs. And hopefully price action continues to hold this structure. And if we get above VWAP, then, you know, obviously you get 5 and the 10 and 20 EMAs above, below candle levels. And then they're going to start acting as support again for another continuation run to the upside. Good morning. Which platform do you use? This is called TradingView. This is called TradingView. 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 What other besides ASST, what other tickers are you guys looking at? So far, so good. 142. Actually, let me go check out BITF, folks. Oh, so RR, that's a good one. So, guys, remember, ASST is a Bitcoin Treasury Holding Company. If Bitcoin comes down, more than likely ASST is also going to come down, right? Right now, Bitcoin is hitting a key area of resistance. This is why I love what I do. Okay, so if Bitcoin rejects this 116, which I've stated in my Twitter account multiple times, and it has been a key area of resistance and support, what happens when you have multiple candles rejecting the 116? That's right. It's gonna come back down. I already don't like this candle on Bitcoin. I absolutely don't like that candle because, but we still have 10 hours and 54. We still have 10 hours to close this, 11 hours to close this candle right now, folks. All right. So we got to keep an eye on Bitcoin because it's lateral to ASST. Okay. But so far, so good. All right. RR. What's happening with RR? What is happening with... Oh! Yahtzee. Yahtzee. Dude, I have indicator target... I have indicator targets at 1355 on RR. It's ridiculous. It's in a 3 rise and valley pattern. And the measurement rule after the confirmation break is 1355, which is kind of crazy. But, you know, obviously anything can happen. But this is a beautiful 3 rise and valleys pattern. This is a gorgeous pattern on RR. Absolutely stunning. Love it. Love it. BYND stop loss. I bought. I don't want to talk about BYND. I don't like it. I don't like what happened to the people that invest in this company. It was simply some guy pumping his bags on Reddit, and people fell for it, and then they got ass blasted. They completely got ass blasted on this ticker. Honestly, I'm not a fan of BYND. It is what it is. I just didn't like the people that were pumping this, and then people got clapped. Like hard. And one thing to know is like let's have a muscle. Let's remember what happened. What did you break in structure for this to come down, guys? So if it happens to ASST, at least you guys will be prepared. Let's talk. Actually, let's educate. Let's actually do a little bit of education. What to expect? Okay, what to expect? Why did BYND fell off the way it did? All right, I'm gonna show you guys something. I'm gonna show you guys something so you guys can have this as a muscle memory. All right, can I get a 1 in the chat? Let me see how many folks are listening in. Can I get a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see some educational content? Why BYD fell off the way it did, so you guys can prepare yourself for ASST if it's gonna happen again. That way, you guys are mentally prepared for this. 1. Thank you. Okay. See, a lot of folks are interested. All right, folks. All right, take out your pen and paper, folks. Take out your pens and papers because this is going to be a valuable education right here. Okay? Give me 1 second. I'm just going to send... like the video, guys, please. I would highly appreciate that. Like the video, guys. All right. All right, let's get to work, guys. All right. So, BYND... I'm on the 5-minute time frame, folks. So, BYND, I think this thing started pumping right here. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Okay, it doesn't really matter. The point is, once price action started running post-market, I want you guys to observe on the 5-minute time frame, and let me turn off the music. So I want everybody to really fucking listen. Let me turn off the music. Price action at some point found a base. Where was base? All right. So once we had this stock going up, it pumped, whatever happened, price then tried to find a base. And if you notice this red line here, folks, what did price action do? Just based off the wicks, do you notice, if you guys know simple body closures on candles, what do you see here on price action? You have a Marabuza candle structure literally closing on the 20 EMA. What does that mean? A Marabuza candle, when there's no wicks, shows that buyers were holding this 20 EMA line. So traders that see this candle in the future, they're going to be like, holy shit, price respected this 20 EMA line. Very crucial. So other traders, knowing that there is a Marabuza candle, a hard Marabuza candles are ones with no wicks, they know that buy orders are stepping in at that 20 EMA. Let's continue. Notice what happened with structure on this candle structure right here. We had buy orders anticipating that the 20 EMA, this red line, is going to be an active support. And look at the candle structure here, guys. What do you see? Purchase order at that 20 EMA bounce. Sure, you can wick. And that's the risk, guys. This is literally the reason why people get fucking blasted. Because you just don't know if like while you're in the trade, if this price action is going to continue downward, but then it's just going to immediately come right back up. That's how people lose a lot of money in the day trading world. Because you're taking the trade at the 20 EMA and you see price going down. They're like, oh, your stop loss just got hit. Because your risk tolerance was exactly 90.82 and you bought it at 93.65, but not knowing that the selling pressure was all fluff because people started buying in at these lows, and then you have price action yet again find support at this 20 EMA. This is how people get fucking blasted in the day trading world. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I want you guys to understand that once you saw candle structures holding this 20 EMA line, it pretty much was an act of support. Now, here's where it got freaky. The 20 EMA acted as resistance, but then you got to add your confluence, which is what? Okay? Which is what? Now understanding body candle formations, okay? This is called a rectangle top. And if you notice price action it's somewhat in the box, right? If you notice price action, this is your support line, so roughly 93.19. Okay, so my stop order, if price action doesn't get below 93.10 or 93 cents, I know that I can buy here from a risk reward. It's not going to break this because based on multiple price action history, look at where price action technically bounced off of this candle, off of this candle, off of this candle, and off of this candle. Now you started making new higher lows, right? Off of these two formations. And this is where it gets freaky, it gets risky. Then, watch this. This is the beautiful part. Watch this. Then, once you found a psychological base, watch what happened after you left this uncertainty. You completely, the longer you stay inside a box or a trend or a range, the higher that people are going to step in and be like, okay, I see a base here. It's always bouncing off the 93 right here at this line. All right, so I'm going to take the trade knowing this because other people are doing it. Boom! Blasted. Now, this is where the beautiful part comes in. Price action ripped up and then came back to retest what? That 20 EMA. That 20 EMA was your life support. And what's even crazier is that 20 EMA also had his friends with him. His friends was the 50 EMA, the 50 SMA, my blue line. Then you had VWAP. Obviously, it wasn't there. But then you have all your little friends with my red line. I'm sorry, guys. My red line's 100 SMA. 100 SMA, folks. 100 SMA on the 5 minute. So my 100 SMA and his friends, the blue line 50 SMA, the green line the 50 EMA, acted as support. And watch what happened after the fact. Watch. Boom! Did price action ever touch the 100 SMA ever once you found your base? Once you had a psychological anchor, traders agreed that, hey, this is the base. We blast off, came back and retested, and you just went to the moon. Did price action ever touch that 100 SMA? No. What did price action do after the fact? It started respecting a new trend tool or indicator. The 50 SMA and my 50 EMA. Price then, after the fact, never, ever, maybe one time here. Price was always respecting this blue line and green line, which is my 50 EMA and SMA. Bounce. Got a little worried because it's post-market. I mean, obviously you're opening bell. It got a little freaky here, but everybody know, based on prior price action history, what do we know, guys? What do we know about that red line based on price action history? It acted as what? BYND. It acted as what? What does this red line do? What does this red line do? We just finished talking. What did the red line do from price action history? It acted as what? Let me hear it. Let me get one answer at least. There's no wrong answer here. There's no wrong answer here. Am I live? Base. Okay, Babs, great answer. It acted as a base or support. Then everybody agreed that we had a buy order here. Support. There you go. Hector's correct. Base and Babs, you're correct. Absolutely. Based on price action history, once you fell off the consistent EMAs, 20 EMA was your lifeline. And look at the run. Boom. Again, what did the blue line, after the red line, what did the blue line act as? Your key area support after that initial run up. So when did price action completely broke on BYND? Why did price action fall off the way it did? Watch this, folks. Watch this. BYND got ass blasted because you broke a trend. You broke a trend. After the initial pump day, or whatever the fuck that day was, that red line was your active support. Now watch what happened on BYND when you broke support. Do you notice anything in this top level area? From previous price action history, this blue line acted as support. But watch what happened when the blue line or the green line acted as resistance. You were breaking a psychological trend when you had the 50 EMA and the SMA acting not as support, but acting as resistance. Then everybody started exiting, seeing that before, for the past 2 days, this blue line and red line were acting as support. Then one day, wait a minute. Whoa, time out. Wait a minute. That blue line is now on top of my head. That's definitely not a good sign. You're breaking a psychological trend, and now that's my time to what? Exit. Because previous price action said support. Once we broke support and acted as resistance, You got absolutely ass blasted because the confidence of this trend was broken. Then you also had other confluence below VWAP. Price action tried to break above VWAP, failed, and then acted as resistance. There was so much confluence in this top level area that this sell-off was completely exit liquidity because of breaking the trend. So going into ASST, you're gonna do the exact same thing in theory. You want to see act of support on your EMAs. And then one day, maybe it might be tomorrow, it might be Thursday, it might be Friday, it could be today. You're going to see candle, you don't want to see candle structure break. And that's when you know things are shifting. And this is how you can save yourself. This is how you can protect yourself. Understanding break of trend. Does that make sense to you guys? Can I get a 1 in the chat? At least a 1 in the chat. No, there's no wrong answer here. I'm still a human being. I can always get things wrong. But based on price action history, folks, what do you see? Thank you, Babs. Okay? You didn't break trend for 2 days up until what day was this? October 22nd? So understand going into ASST, what do we want to see, folks? Now that you have a little bit of education, you have an understanding, a basic understanding on EMAs, and I'll turn them on right now. So you guys can all trade. You can you guys can you get to understand what I'm going to be seeing in the future. All right. Please understand that this is still a meme run. It's a penny stock, but this now has a face to it. So what do we want to see here after the education I gave you guys? What do we not want to see here on ASST? Again, this is pre-market. I don't care about pre-market. I care about post-market. Okay, when it opens. Because there's no liquidity pre-market, okay? Post-market, what do we want to see price action do? We want to see price action battle in an area, hopefully find support, base off support, rectangle tops or bottoms, see if it bounces off a range, and then candles, EMAs, and SMAs acting as what? Support, not resistance. Support, not resistance. So everybody tuning in that don't, they're like, oh, I just want to see price action go up. That's not how it works. If you're patient enough, you get to understand how market works and moves. You get to reap from the rewards, okay? But again, you're playing in the casino. In the casino, you lose money, folks. That's the reality. But at least us day traders and swing traders, we have a small little edge. A very, very small little edge. We get to see price action, resistance, and support. That's it. That's our edge. That's literally our edge. We get to see resistance and support. We don't just throw money in the market and we hope and dream. That's not how this works. All right, so look what's happening right now on the 5-minute pre-market. What is price doing right now, folks? We just finished going over this. What we don't want to see this break. We don't want to see price action break this candle, this 100 SMA, because it's respecting it. So far, it's the first time it's touched it. We want to see at least a bounce here and then start making your way moves up. And if it doesn't, oh well, too fucking bad. Welcome to the casino. Okay, obviously there's other areas of support here. I see 130 as well. So, cool. But now you guys get to see, going into this YouTube channel, going into trading this, what to watch when I have this open, okay? All 20 of you, all 25 of you, you guys learned something. You guys at least learned something today. And from a visual perspective, you know what to anticipate and what to expect. So I don't want people asking me, oh, is it going to break 27, $3.50, or going to go $50? I can't fucking tell you that. Right now, I'm looking at the data in front of me. Right now, let's focus on the trade. Let's focus on the small W's and the small legs up. That's how you stay in the game longer. Woo! So hopefully you guys learned something out of that. I try to explain it as best as I could. Please, guys, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join the Discord. All right. So I hope you guys learned something. So let's see. Let's continue here. Price is right now finding support here at that 100. It's fighting for sure. It's fine. Look at that, $2. 2 minutes and 50 cents. All right. So we have 7 minutes till market open. 7 minutes. So far, so good. I'm gonna keep an eye on the oscillators and the RSI as well. So let's see. Like them, subscribe. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jay-Z. Wow, I got a Discord. Do FIP 236 count as ascending scallop as well? Ascending scallops on 236? Negative. Low end of the fib. Less reliability. Alright, so far so good. Look at it, it's fighting, right? Again, it can flush. 100% flush to the 130. Alright, but look, price action is fighting. That's what you want to see. Thank you so much, Peter Babs. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me change the music. Let's put a little bit more of a pumpy music, like a nice little techie. Let's see what's going on here. Hopefully this is a good one. Okay, that has words in it. I can't do that. Let's see Daft Punk. Oh, I like this one. Oh yeah, more of an upbeat. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's take a look at other tickers while we're at it. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and put my quads in here. We're going to monitor the entire market. We're going to have Beyond Meat. We're going to have Bitfarm. We're going to have ASST. And then we're going to look at SPY. All right, SPY. All right, this is the big Papa chart. We're going to have the micro charts here. All right. Maybe I might actually have Bitcoin instead of Beyond. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do Bitcoin over Beyond just because Bitcoin is lateral to ASST. So if Bitcoin moves, ASST moves with Bitcoin. So far, looking good on SPY. If you guys don't know, SPY is an ETF, and depending how SPY moves today, small caps are gonna do good or bad. That's all you need to know about SPY. Making it simple. Making it very simple for you guys to understand. Bitfarm, really nice, 5% on the day. Strive, all right, so we're at 140, 26% on the day. So far, so good, holding this line here. ASST is on the bottom right quadrant, folks, bottom right quadrant. All right, let me turn off my Fibonacci levels here. Oh, I actually have a support level area here. Should I buy ASST? What did I say, Peter? Who wants to tell Peter? Who wants to tell Peter what I don't do in my channel? Peter, this is not the channel. I don't do that. I don't give people entry or support. I don't exits. I don't do that. This is not the channel. I provide educational content. Draw a fib line. If you want to know where do you see resistance and support, draw fib lines. I mean, not fib lines. Draw a pattern, and then you decide whether or not you want to buy, depending on the levels that you put it on, right? I can't be the one to hit the buy and sell button. I don't do that. I absolutely hate that. Bro, we don't do that. Thank you, Babs. We don't do that here. All right? If you join the Discord and you learn and you educate yourself, then one day you don't need me to hold your hand. Right? You don't need me to hold your hand because I want everybody to win. I'm not going to be there the one holding your hand when the time comes, okay? Trades are happening so fast, I can't be the one holding your hand. All right, so far so good. SPY's actually looking really nice today. 0.85 on the day. Bitfarm 46. All right, so we have 4 minutes until ASST open, folks. Whoa! Hello. Do we have a bull flag? Ooh! So far so good, folks. So on the 5 minute, what happened on the 5 minute? What did we just finish learning on my stream, folks? What did we just finish learning on my stream, folks? What did that red line do? Entra. What did that red line do? We just finished talking about it. Nice open. Thanks, Tracy, for insight. Anytime, David. Let me lower the volume a little bit. I feel like it's too loud. What did the red line do so far? Acted as what? Support. We just finished learning this, and look at the reaction so far. So far, a good sign. Can it flush? Again, absolutely. Can everything come down? Absolutely. But finding key areas of support and resistance is why it's very valuable. 3 minutes of market open, folks. 3 minutes. Yeah, trades. Good sign. Exactly. Exactly. Now, we do have another area of support here at the 131 I see here. All right. So right now, if it breaks down, we have a little bit of a nice little cushion here. What we want to start seeing is price action break above the 236, the 153. Why? Because we noticed price candle rejection here, candle rejection here. If price then comes test that 236 to 153, candle maybe in good faith starts breaking out. But we want to start seeing candle structures break above the 236. Okay? We want to start seeing that for another leg up to the upside. Okay, folks? So far, so good. Don't forget to hit the like. Ooh, a lot of volume coming in, folks. A lot of volume. ASST is looking good. I'm going to keep this here for now. All right. We have 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Bitcoin. All right. And we also have Bitfarm, bottom right quadrant. Bottom left quadrant here. Bitfarm, we have ASST, bottom right quadrant. I'm going to try and have... Uh-oh, Bitcoin. Did it do the thing? Uh-oh. 1 second. Oh, Bitcoin, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Bitcoin. I already knew the 116 was bad, but I didn't expect it to react that way. All right, let's see. All right, we have a minute. We officially have a minute till market opens. 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, I'm gonna have 1 minute. These 4 quadrants are just simple charts. Simplistic charts. Excuse me. Say that 17 times for once. All right, SPY's looking good so far. Bitcoin looking. All right, I'm gonna keep monitoring ASST. I'm gonna monitor the RSI and price action here on the bottom right quadrant. Let me turn on ASST on the big time frame, on the big chart here. All right, let me turn on the 1 minute. All right, RSI. All right, here we go. 20 seconds. 20 seconds, folks. 20 seconds. I'm on the 1 minute. 145. I'll leave it here. You know what? I'll leave ASST. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see. Boom! Either up or down. Let's go. Up or down. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Market's open. Ding, 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 ding. Nice. Nice. Holding on the 1 minute. Holding. It can flush. Markets are unpredictable. It can flush. But you want to see area of support. So let's see. Holding. It's fighting. It's fighting. Nice volume coming in. Volume already at 1.47 million. 1.5 million. So far favorable to the bulls. Your delta's looking good, folks. Delta's looking good. Extreme volume coming in. Extreme. Extreme volume coming in on the bull side. Very good. Very, very good. 150. Area resistance. We got to break 153. 153. Looking good here. RSI above the center line. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's see if we can start having candles above the EMAs and SMAs on the 1 minute time frame. Let me see the 5 minute time frame. So far, so good. Okay, so we're having the 50 EMA and SMA as support based off this 5 minute time frame. So far, so good. All right, 150 seems to be a clean area of resistance. Great. MACD wants to flip, but small time frames are not valuable. You want to see larger time frames. So all right, so 150 is acting as resistance, folks. All right, so remember what happened with BYD? There was a base it had to form. Let's see if price action starts finding a base, right? If we're struggling 150, price action then rejects, and see if we can stay within this square. All right? Because we know that this 20 EMA is support, so then your support line is roughly around the 138. All right? So let's see if price action comes back down. It's sort of trying to read the room. That's what price actions do. It's sort of reading the room right now. It's trying to formulate a story. It's not formulated yet, but it's doing that. Okay? Let's see what happened. Remember, BYD, it had to figure things out, and then it ripped. ASST is doing the same thing. It's figuring it out. Will it rip? Question mark. All right, beautiful. Okay, so we're getting a rejection. We're getting a rejection, but what's happening here is that you're having EMAs acting as support. That's a good sign. Plus candle structure. EMAs are acting as support. That's a very, very good sign so far. Can it completely flush? Absolutely. But guys, this is why I have to be a realist with you guys, because the markets go up and down, and that's it. Like I have to remind you guys, anything can happen. So far, so good. Let's see if we can find a resistance and support on the 5-minute. All right. We know support is at 138. 138 is support. Are we going to hold that range? Let's see. We definitely want to start finding candle structure forming above EMAs, the 5, the 10, and the 20 to get that run and that push up. Okay, folks? But you just had a 33% run. This is not bad. Price is not falling off a cliff yet. So, it's good. You're not seeing a volatile candle coming down to the downside. No, you're seeing a somewhat of a terminal candle that's stable, up and down, long wicks, up and down. That means people, bears and bulls, are fighting right now. They're fighting right now. But you want to see structure break above or stay above these EMAs. So nice little sell-off here. Let's see. All right, it's going to come back down, hopefully touch that 138. Bounce. If not, we'll find another new area of support. Let's see if it reacts. All right, let's see if it reacts. All right, it's breaking the 20 at 100 SMA. Let's see if we can get a long wick shadow. It can come flushing, or it's just going to wick up. We don't know. Let's find out. We do know that 138 is acting as support. Let's see if we're going to have buy orders coming in and buy back up. All right. 135 is support. Look at that beautiful trend line that I drew here. Beautiful. Let's see if it's going to sustain. Let's see if it sustains. You definitely want to start seeing on the 5-minute that wick, this candle, become more of a spinning top. There you go. You got purchase orders coming in. Let's see, 5-minute. Let's see if it holds, folks. Let's see if it holds, baby. All right, let's see what the overall market is. All right, BITF. Here's ASST on the bottom right quadrant, folks. Bitcoin coming down. SPY coming down a little bit here, folks. We kind of need SPY to push up a little bit. SPY also is a catalyst to reasons why things move in the market. Very important. Very, very important, folks. If you guys didn't know that already. All right. SPY's coming down a little bit. Bitcoin's coming down as well. ASST's finding support here. Wow. ASST's moving while Bitcoin and SPY's completely selling off. Very volatile reaction here on Bitcoin and SPY. Interesting. And ASST is trying to hold the line here. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So far, so good. ASST finding a nice little support here at the 140. I mean, excuse me, 138. So far, so good. Bitcoin and SPY, very bearish right now. So let's see. How are you guys feeling? Are you guys nervous? Are you guys like all freaked out about this? I know it's scary red candles, but this is day trading, guys. This is day trading. This is literally, this is the risk that you take. So far, look what happened here, folks. So my box area was another area of support. Look at the box. So how do I know that this box is sometime that we want to maintain? Well, look what price action did. We knew that the 100 SMA was a support line. So that's why I draw the box to let you guys know from a visual level that, hey, we know buyers are stepping in at the 100 SMA because of the price candle action here. And look how beautiful so far price is respecting this box. Isn't that beautiful? That you can somehow see price action in form. See key areas of resistance support. Isn't that beautiful, guys? So far, so good. That's what you want to see. Lovely. See? So far, so good. Now we've got to back test that 150. Remember what happened with BYND the first hour when it first pumped? It was trying to find a base. It was trying to understand the market sentiment. Right now, ASST is doing just that. Okay, but you also have to remember that Bitcoin, SPY, and obviously Trump doesn't really fuck up the markets. All else equal, ASST will go up. So let's see what's happening with ASST, finding a bounce at that at the 100 SMA. Beautiful. Touching again at the 150. If you go on small time frames on the 1 minute, you're going to see some sort of like a spring effect, like a ping pong, like whoop, 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 whoop. Right? Let's see if it comes back and rejects the 150, comes back down to the what was the line? The 135-ish. Let me put it down here on the 1 minute time frame. So far, so good. So far, is it going to reject the 150 again? Well, we'll find out. Look at that. But look what's happening with price action. The longer, what did I say in the BYND? The longer you stay in the range, the more than likely it's going to what's the word? Capitulate in a range, and then buyers are going to feel confident coming back down here. Hey, we had a bounce here at the 135. Whoa, and that's your master candle. Beautiful. That's a master candle, guys. Breaking of trend, of structure. That's what you want to see. So far, so good. Let me see SPY and Bitcoin right now. 1 second. So far, so good. Beautiful. Yes, Ken. Yes. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what you want to see. Beautiful. Look at that. We thought we didn't have to wait. We didn't have to wait coming down here. So people like it above 150 right now. Beautiful. Okay, now watch what's happening now. What's happening with candle structures above what? If it holds this, if this breakout holds, you have to retest that 150 breakout. What's these EMAs going to start acting as? Support, potentially, right? That's what you want to start seeing little by little. These lines acting as support and then candles moving above them. So far, so good. It can completely, this could be a fake out breakout, right? You failed the breakout, back test into the 135 range, and hopefully we break out again. Or you can completely, let me reiterate this, because everybody thinks the markets go up, or you can completely flush. Okay? Or you can completely flush. Okay? Now on my channel, I give it to you real, raw dog. I give it to you raw doggy. All right? I'm not one of those fucking traders that be like, oh, what moon? It's gonna moon ASST. No. No. It could flush or it can moon. What's your risk tolerance? You want to make money or you're gonna lose money? There's only two ways about it in the market. There's no gray area. So let's see if it holds the 150 range. So far, so good. But I want you guys to know, look at that 5 EMA. All right, so far, it's acting as support. Thus, 2 candles. It can come back down to the 135. All right, let's see if we sustain this breakout and we hold above the 5 EMA. Okay. You guys, how you guys feeling? Let's see what SPY's doing. Whoa. All right, let's see what SPY's doing. ASST. Let's see if SPY and Bitcoin are doing good. All right, SPY's. All right, so Bitcoin's having a little bit of a sell-off at the 116 resistance line, so that's fine. All right, so ASST holding the 150. Bitfarm up 2.6%. Let's see if it's going to hold this right here. ASST, look at, all right, so ASST is looking really good. Sorry for the mess. So far, so good. It's in a range. It's in my box. So it's finding a base. It's trying to find a story. So far, so good. Hi, Sammy. I have a question. Do FIB 236 count a scallop or no? No. Jay-Z, no. So when you're doing the scallop, All right. You want to do it from the fib level, from the high. From the low to the high. And obviously, look what you see here. I already know you know this, but we want to see that. The 236 bounce off the scallop with your 382 and 0.5. Yes, exactly, Jay. Exactly, Jay. So there you go. That's the scallop. Plus the 382 is the strongest rebound retracement ratio as well. Yeah. All right, let's see here. All right, so we're rejecting the 150 here on ASST. Rejecting so far. So we have the EMAs acting as support. Let's see if it holds all these EMAs where it's at right now. So far, so good. Hi, Sammy. Do you think AST can reach $3 this week? Do I think AST can reach $3 this week? Well, let me see. If you want my honest opinion here, this week, whoops. This week, I would argue it's you're I don't know, you're running it close. Literally, you're running it close. You're getting it real close here. All right. So I want to say yes. I think we can get to $3 this week. All right. I think we can. All right. So let's see ASST holding this line here. So right now we're breaking below the 50 SMA and the 200 EMA. Okay. This is so far so good. Nothing's breaking yet. All right. Well, if it comes back to the 135, remember what happened with BYND? It was, let me remind you guys what happened with BYND. Because it's doing the same thing as BYND, where it's just trying to find a base, trying to find a story, trying to make a story, and then it just went off. All right, selling off again. Selling off again. 150 rejection. Still that 150 rejection. Never broke out. You back tested. You failed it. So let's see if we can come back here at the 135 and then act as support, and then hopefully we get another bounce up. All right. Let's see if Bitcoin and SPY also acts as a catalyst to give us a movement up. So SPY is having a nice little bip. That's what you want to see. So ASST can also get a nice little push up as well. Okay. This is more like a rubber band. This is like a push, like your friend's pushing you. You know, so far so good. So 141. I would prefer it coming back down to 135 and testing support line here. 236, 145, really nice. So far so good. Volume average low here at the 142. So far so good. RSI is trying to break above the center line on the 1 minute. We do want to see that RSI act as break above the center line. Okay. That would give me confidence here. Let me see the 5 minute here. 5 minute on the time frame. Okay, so you're literally at the most important zone. All right, on this candle structure. We have to fight for that RSI center line on the 5 minute. It's now or never. Break above the 236.145. That'll give us a nice probability of this continuation to move up. I want to see the RSI stay above the center line. So far, so good. All right, Bitcoin having a nice little scallop, descending scallop formation here. And let's see if it's going to break down. Ooh, ASST wants to break up. So far, so good. So on the 5 minute right now, ASST is above that center line. That's typically good. That's good news. That's good news. Let me turn on the 1 minute time frame here. So we're above the center line again, minor. And what I want to start seeing now, remember, by BYND, when it first launched off, it was just basing. It was just trying to find a story, okay? Trying to find its story. So right now, ASST made a new higher low. You had a low, a fake out breakout, then a new higher low. So your base is 142. So far, so good. Let's see if it's going to continue to reject the 150. Okay? But you made a new higher, I mean, not new higher low. You just made a new, it didn't come crashing down to the 135. I just had a brain fart. Holy shit. Just had a fucking massive brain fart. All right, SPY, are you acting good? Bitcoin, inside of scalp. So far, SPY is somewhat choppy. All right, 150 breakout. Let's see here, folks. Let's see. Let's see. You made a higher low. That's good. People want this up. That's really good. Nail biting. No, but as you say, Sam, I love these finding base. Great live chat, man. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, again, it's just finding a base right now. You just had a massive 36% move to the upside, folks. You know, if you're asking for a lot more momentum, count your blessings because it's already up 36%. If you're asking for this thing to make another 135%, whatever have you, that's not more than likely today. Okay? But so far you're sitting in a range. This is typically not bad. All right? But price action so far wants to continue breaking above or testing that 150. That's good. We tested the 135 as support one time off of post-market open. That's a good sign. So we know if price action comes back down, your next area of support, absolute bottom in good faith, is 135. You see how I drew this box before at market open? Or at market open? How's BITF looking? BITF is good. I mean, it's like, it's just like, it's in a range. It's just like, no price action. Look at this. It's just doing up and down. It's just blah. Not really doing much today. So look, so ASST, holding. This is not bad. This is really not a bad sign on ASST, folks. This is so far not bad. Keep consolidating in this range, and you're gonna have traders have confidence, or investors staying in this range. So far, so good. It's not the end of the world so far. 270 million in volume. Holy shit. Volume right now is at 300K off of this 1 minute time frame and candle structure. RSI's above the center line. That's typically good, and we are forming above EMAs and SMAs on the 1 minute time frame. So far, so good. Let me turn on the 5 minute. Okay, 5 minute. There's really no break in structure yet. There's no break in structure yet. Just be patient. Just be patient. We know where the support line is, 135. We know what the resistance is, 150. So be patient. So far, it's not the end of the world. It's not even in a trend. It's just sideways action. That's positive. So far, so good. Okay, folks? So far, so good. And look, price action on above the EMAs and SMAs and above VWAP. You're above all these tools. So far, so good. Just got to be patient. How's the chat? Wow, there's a lot of you in here today. There's a lot of people in here today. Welcome, welcome. Please like the video, folks, if you like this sort of content, so I can go and provide you more TA, more technical analysis on some tickers and some trades, folks. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right, SPY. Oh, SPY's acting pretty cool right here. I like SPY's acting really cool right here. It's breaking down a little bit here, so interesting to say the least. BITF, I mean, you know, you're 1.95% today. 1.95 up in the cent today. Bitcoin 114. So that's not bad. 114. ASST looking really good here. 149, 35% move. So far, so good. SPY's acting really pukey today, folks. Oh, yeah. That's why. You just had a massive run with bearish divergence forming on SPY. Duh. Duh. Look at these. Oh, man. That sucks. I think, hey, Pay, if you're in here, bro. What did I say SPY was going to do today? Look at this. Look at this beautiful bearish divergence here on SPY. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very bearish today. All right, ASST holding the line here. Holding the line here. Not so far 5 minute, 15 minute time frame. RSI is above the center line. You had a key pivotal bounce here at this zone. So far so good. You're in an uptrend, upward channel. So far so good. So there's so many ways you can trade this, guys. There's so many ways you can look at this. Right? So many ways. Actually, that's like the worst trend line there. That's actually bad. Roughly around that. There you go. That's rough. That's roughly here. So far, so good. All right, ASST coming down again. ASST coming down again. Let's see here, folks. So far, so good here, ASST. BITF contracts looking juicy here. All right, so let's talk about the bearish sentiment on ASST, guys, because I want to start talking on the upside and downside. All right, so there is something called multiple rejection off the 150, folks. So this is where it's going to get a little freaky, guys. Multiple rejections on top of the 150 not really breaking out. It's something to consider, because then obviously we're going to come back down. But the more times you keep rejecting the 150 range, the more than likely the pull back down is going to hit. So keep that in mind, folks. You're on the 1 minute time frame. Okay? Just keep that in mind. We have to break above 150, test it, and then break out. If multiple rejections at 150, we can't even break out, that's fine, but just keep in mind, coming back down to 135 multiple times, eventually it's gonna have to come back down. All right, so far it's had triple tops. All right, triple toppy. I mean, if I turn on the 5 minute, you can see it better here. All right, rejection. Oh, it even had a quad top. Rejection. Okay. So keep in mind, we're struggling above 150. But you had a 33% move today, folks. Be happy with the move. If you got in at 130 or 120 or 80 cents, you know what I'm saying? So far, so good. So don't be afraid to take profits, folks. Do not be afraid to take profits. You get in on a red day on ASST. All right? Do not be afraid to take profits. Please protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. Please don't be afraid to be in the green. Okay, so far so good. Break of trend is 135. Break of trend is 135. All right, we don't want to see this flush down, folks. All right. So far so good. Okay, I'll consider bearish 135 below. Thanks, Sammy, for balanced look, not hype right now. Thank you, Daver. Thank you. And I'm glad you guys are understanding what I see here, because it's very important. All right, you just had a 33% move to the upside, and you're rejecting the 150. Okay, well, there was a whole massive run here, and if you FOMO'd in here, that's not really smart. Okay, that's really smart. I hope people got in before this run up. Wait for price to come back down, hit key areas of support, and then you decide to take that trade if it makes sense to you. Okay, but right now, today specifically, we're struggling here at the 150. So we know support is at 135. Do not be afraid to take profits, please. ASST not strong. Cool 886. I mean, right now it's not breaking trend, right? It's just consolidating, brother. It's not the end of the world. Right now it's just holding the line. It's holding the line. Okay? You know what the problem is? I'm gonna explain to you what the problem is. Most of you folks are probably coming from the BYND. Let's put up BYND. Because why not? Right now price action is not really moving. So this would be a great segment to talk about BYND. All right? I'm gonna talk a little bit about BYND. Because what you guys want to happen is not really the case here, because this was a Redditor trying to short squeeze a stock. ASST is not going to move like BYND because there's no short squeeze sentiment. If I remember correctly, ASST has a 4% short interest, excuse me. So this is not going to squeeze like BYND. BYND had a 60% short float or short interest. This is not a short squeeze. That's why people are getting confused here. Why price action is not moving? Because this is not a short play. There's no buyer, there's no sellers at these levels here. There's no institutional sellers at these levels here. And then eventually just pops up and makes new highs, and then, shorts get covered. They have to cover. This is not that type of play. Let's look at BYND. BYND having a nice little up move here. Let's turn on the 30-minute. All right, so guys, what did we learn so far about price action? What is BYND doing? What is it doing right now, folks? It's in a range. It's in a range. Look at this. This is how you learn range. Bottom, top, bottom. Oops, sorry. All right. So BYD is consolidating in a range. See that? ASST, so far so good in a range. So far so good in a range. It's not really breaking down. It's just holding this line. That's really good. The longer you stay in a range, the more probability you have confidence that people are going to step in knowing, hey, this likes to consolidate at XYZ. I'm going to put a trade in here knowing that, hey, 135, if it touches again and it bounces from here, well, guess what? You got the entry at 135 based on price action history. Then hopefully we make another new high. Okay? We hopefully make another new high. But this is not a short squeeze play. ASST is not a short squeeze play. It's just one guy, hype the stock. It's $1 entry. Very, very alluring. And he wants to see this company go up. And that's okay. But BYD is a short squeeze. This is a different narrative. The narrative obviously somewhat ended here. As we can, I mean, we all know what happened at the end. But look, BYD is what? For educational purposes, it's doing what? It's in a range. Right now it's consolidating. That's not typically bad. This is somewhat telling you like, hey, we found the base here at these lows. ASST found a base at the highs. You just had a massive run to the upside. This is really not bad. It's holding. BITF. What happened to BITF? Uh-oh, what happened? Man, you guys got me all freaked up, all freaked out and everything. What are you guys doing? All 50 of you. What are you guys doing in here? Getting me freaked out on BITF. There's nothing going on with BITF. BITF is good. I mean, look. Do I need to show you? What is BITF doing? In an uptrend. Okay. Are we really breaking any levels here? No. Are you concerned? What are you concerned about? Look. Asymmetrical triangle. I mean, ascending wedge. Okay, so then you just form a new high pre-market. No liquidity. Coming back down, sell off. People took profits off of this rip. You're just having a sell off because people are taking profits. All right, so now you're now price action on the 5-minute. It's just now what? It's doing what? It's forming a what? A base. This has been the theme all throughout. Oh, actually, this one's not a base. Short time frame. This is more of a ascending wedge. Okay. So look, so far so good. I don't trust the 1 minute, folks. I don't trust the 1 minute. I like my higher time frames. But look, it's not breaking down. What are we concerned about? ASST, let's see. ASST again. Beautiful ASST. Look at this. ASST holding the line, folks. ASST holding the line. Holding the line, ASST. Let's go. All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Type 1 if you're worried about this crashing. Let me see how many people are invested in this ticker, and type 1 if you're worried about this crashing. So I can see the overall sentiment of the people joining me live. 1, okay, we got 1 person, PX. 2, Super Gemu. And thank you guys for being honest. Thank you guys for being honest. Ken's, Angie. Gotcha. No crash. Peter. Okay, we have a lot of people that are worried about crashing this. Okay. I got you. I understand. 1, I have all source. No crash. My stop loss trigger. Milo! See, I like to hear that. I like to see that. Milo set a stop loss. He knew his risk tolerance and he took profit. There's nothing wrong taking profits. So guys, if you're in the green, okay? I'm going to show you something. If you're in the green and price action comes back up, rejecting the 150 range, guys. The more you stay, the more you keep rejecting an area, the probability of a breakdown is higher. But again, you just had a 31% swing trade, folks. Price is now consolidating in this range. Right now, nothing's breaking up until you get to the 135. When you get below the 135, I'll start getting a little freaky. Like I'll start having like my fear gauge go off. But right now, so far, it's consolidating. Okay? Now, one thing to note, because you also have to keep in mind, it's making new lower highs off of this trend, lower highs. This is now looking a little bit of a bearish momentum. Let's find out once we hit the 135 a support. But there's nothing wrong taking profits. If you're in the green and it's consolidating, you just had a 31% move trade, take profits. There's nothing wrong taking profits. I picked up 130 on Friday, 130, feeling like I came in late, thinking of shaving. Super Jumu, not financial advice. You do what you think is best, but you look, if your average is 145, if your average is 130 and it's a 145, technically you're in the green, right? You decide what you think is right for you, but all I'm doing here is giving you patterns. I'm giving you pattern recognitions, areas to look at, support and resistance. Okay? But so far, price is holding this box. So far, so good. We want to see that. Splash perfumes, no clue. So far, so good. So far, we're holding the 143, guys. That's not bad. RSI is below the center line. We want to fight for it above the center line, which is good. But look at this beautiful trend right now. So look at this. Even if I put it on 15-minute time frames. Let's go on 15-minute time frame on, no, excuse me, the 5-minute. All right. So look at this. Price action literally wants to stay in this box after making new highs off of this rectangle top. This is really good. This is really good. Price is not showing you a trend. Price is consolidating. That's really good, folks. So far, so good. They're diluting constantly, in my opinion. I heard about that, Sergeant Mars. I heard about that. I don't know anything about ASST, guys. Just understand the type of person and the type of trader I am. I literally do not look at financials. I literally just look at charts all day. You guys can start talking that German about, you know, the EPS, the floats, all that. No. I make trading very simple for me. Okay? I make trading very, very simple for me. I'm a chart guy. All right? Because if you start looking at the books and the financials, then you know you're going to have a bias. And that's just my opinion. That's just the way I do things. Everybody's different. All right, so this is really interesting. On the 15 minutes so far, price action is fighting for VWAP, guys. So that's typically good. All right, you're above the VWAP line. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up a little bit of the noise here so we can start looking at this from a different angle and seeing if we have any concerns here. All right, on ASST. So ASST is fighting for that VWAP on the 15-minute. That's really good. RSI is above the center line. That's also positive. EMA is acting as support. That's also good. You have the 5 and the 10 acting as support. Really, really good. I won't be surprised if we come back up and test this 150 again and then reject it. Okay? But then if it rejects it, that's, again, something to consider. Rejection multiple times on the 15-minute time frame. But you're also not breaking down. And if you notice what's happening with candle structure, guys, look what's happening with candle structure. What do you guys see happening off of the 15-minute? Basic understanding of candle structure. What do you see price doing on the 15-minute so far? Again, what do you guys see doing? This is another educational content, another educational segment here. It's making what? Champ holding support. That's right. What do you see candle structure do on the 15-minute time frame so far? Thank you so much, Simon. It's making a new what? It's doing what? That's right. A high. I mean a low. Higher low. Higher low. Okay. Let me do this again. A low. Higher low. Higher low on the 15. This still has 8 minutes left to print, but look what price action is doing. It's making making higher lows. So far, so good. So far, so good. All right, look at this range. Yeah, this is super rangy, folks. This is range, which is, again, not bad. I'm glad you guys are joining me here in this little segment because this is what I do on my channel. I give education. I want you guys to learn what I see. That way, one day you guys can take the trades on your own and you guys succeed. All right. In my channel, I do not provide exits and entries. You go do that with another shill pumper over there. I don't do that in my channel. I'm here to provide education because I want retail to win. I want the small guys to win. I don't want institutions to keep ass blasting the small guys. The reason why I do this is because I got burnt in the GME days back in the day. And I told myself I'm going to actually learn how to trade. I didn't start trading until 2 years ago. But GME opened up my mind to the technicals. because I got burnt on GME many years ago. All right, so look at that beautiful action here. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that volume. A new higher low. All for the 5 minute. A low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So far, so good, right? Again, where's the area of resistance, folks? What's the theme today? What's the theme today, folks? 150. All right, break the 150 or reject it. Do you position personally? No, not looking for it. Just curious if you have stake in this one. I had a position, and then I sold it at pre-market. So I had a position back here, and I sold that pre-market. All right, but that's what I do personally. I don't even have to stream today. I really don't. I'm doing this for you guys because I already took my profit and I'm done. But I'm doing this for you guys. All right, I'm doing this for you guys. I did kill him. Thank you so much, Toronto, Canada. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, man. No, BYD, absolutely. I mean, hey, let's take a look at BYD real quickly. All right? Take a look at BYD real quickly. So BYD, based off the small little educational content I provided so far to the new viewers, what is price action doing? Thanks for doing this, small guys like us need it. Absolutely, man. I'm doing it for you guys. Absolutely. All I ask is if you guys please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and join us. Please hit the like button so we can also help other traders. And you know, if they're also in the ASST trade, we wanna you know, at least give them a psychological anchor and support, right, of what price action may or may not do, or what we want this thing to do and not do. So let's hold it down. Let's hold it down. So far, consolidation. ASST is not a squeeze play. It's not a squeeze play. So far, so good. BITF coming down. If you guys don't know, that's a data center company. I have calls on BITF. I've been trading BITF for a minute now, but let's monitor ASST. You guys, honestly, you guys love ASST. Wow, so look at that, folks. Again. Wow, we are really in a range, folks. This is, I want to tell you guys something. This is probably the most positive price action you want to see here. I'm not even joking. This is probably the most positive price action you want to see here because you're not even in a trend. You're just choppy. You're struggling to break 150, but you know your support line is 140 or 130. Where was it? 141. What was it? 135? Oh yeah, 135 here. So far, oh, look at this. Now that I'm looking at this from a different angle. Now, what do you see here? Support. Support. What was previous support, folks? I love this. The educational content. What was previous support, folks? 135. Where is price action now holding? At the 141. So look at this price action here, 141. So now we know multiple channels or multiple price action loves the new higher low support area. Isn't that good? So now the new base is no longer 135. The new base is 141. We know that if price rejects 150, comes back down to 142, more than likely it's going to be a buy order waiting here. Congratulations. If you're taking a trade, now your cushion has been moved up a little bit, depending on the type of trader that you are. Your cushion of support just moved up from 135 now to 141. Why? Because look at this price action on the 1 minute. Respect, support, support. Are we going to reject the 150 again? Question mark. Having hard time passing 480 BITF. Let's go. A lot of people joining in. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Yes, ASST day for sure. But this is typically what you want to see here. Holding the line. Holding the line. Woo! What other tickers are you guys looking at? I mean, while I'm in here, ASST is one play. What other tickers are you guys involved? Like, I know some of you folks are probably involved with like two other. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, wee woo. Okay. That is huge volume coming in. Huge volume coming in, and it's gonna break. It's gonna break at least the 150 above, but that's huge volume trying to break out. Those are $1 million block orders coming in right now. Hold up, 1 second, folks. 1 second, hold up. That reaction, I've seen those before. 1 second, hold up. Whoa. Hold the line. I know that. It's now or never. It's literally now or never. All right, we have NAC and we have Open TGL. All right, we'll take a look at that real quick. Hold on, I want to focus on ASST real quick. That reaction, those are huge block orders coming in. Huge order blocks coming in. There it is. There it is. It wants it, bitch. There it goes. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We're above the RSI center line. Okay, guys, look at the RSI. Another new educational segment here, guys. You guys are learning so much today. As a day trader, this is what I want to see here. The RSI, one day I'll talk on this. The longer you stay on my channel and watch my videos, you'll understand this. RSI now shifting to the north side, bouncing off the center line. Look at that candle structure. Boom. Million order blocks coming in. What did I say? Boom. 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 Bingo bango, bros. Bingo bango. There you go. That's what you want to see. Bingo. There you go. There it is. What did I say? That wick, that reaction, that terminal candle are $1 million order blocks coming in. 153 showtime, baby. That's right. Hopefully you guys enjoy this ride. I already exited pre-market, but this is for you guys. Let's go. There you go. Boom. Whoa. Bingo bango. All right, so once... Damn, this is actually going to look really good today. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Hold in line. What happened with BYND? Remember it was building a story here, folks? Remember that story? Well, guess what? It found a base. And now we're going to make new higher highs. All right, so far so good. 159. 1786, 159 clean rejection area at this Fibonacci extension. Next area is the 886, 162. 1 minute time frame. Let's see if we hold that line. Breakouts and then back test. RSI is looking good. You're deep in the bull zone. You don't want to usually you want to start seeing scalding levels, but so far it's not scalding. On the RSI, you want to see it come back down to the center line and rebounce at the 1 minute time frame for continuation run. These are typically what I'm going to be looking for another expected move up. You're going to meet with scallop formations as a continuation pattern. Once you get these wick candle structures go off. Sell-off happens, people taking profits at the 786, 159, come back down, test the key area support, which I suspect is 154, and then hopefully continuation up to the upside. Again, what things I'm looking for is the RSI center line, continuation touch here for another run up here. So here's your sell-off, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully the 154, if not the 5 EMA touch, and this is going to be your continuation run. Price target now, price target. There's no targets, not yet. This is just still ranging. This is the breakout and then back test the breakout. 5 EMA, I want to see touch here. I want to see the comeback zone here, 5 touch on the EMA. This is going to be your important area of support, the 5 EMA, and then start acting as support. Let's get it. Boom. Hammer candle. Beautiful. All right, here we go. We touched it. All right, let's see it. Let's go. 5 EMA. Touch. Sell off. Support. Question mark. Let's go. RSI. Deep in the bear zone. So I suspect another nice little pullback. I suspect a nice little pullback. I want to see the RSI come back, test that center line, and then make another new leg. There it is. This is not bad. This is really good. What did I say about what's happening with the price action? This is really good. What was price action trying to do? It was trying to find a story. It was trying to build a story. Then you build the confidence like, hey, this is holding the range. All right, so I'm stepping in. You know what I'm saying? All right, so far so good. RSI rejection on the bull zone. That's what I love to see. Good, good, good. Anticipation. 5 EMA touch. Great. I want to see that touch on the RSI center. Let's go. Bingo. 5 EMA. Beautiful. Beautiful. Holding line on the 5 EMA, folks. So far in this morning segment, what did I tell you? All the guys, the early viewers, that educational content I gave you guys, so far so good. All right, it's coming, breaking, hitting the bull zone. Perfect. I want to keep seeing rejection. I want it to come back to test that RSI center line. I want to see it come back to test that center line. So far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, yeah. Well, you can even argue it's about to form a flag. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Hello. It's the 1 minute time frame, folks. So, flags are not reliable in the 1 minute time frames, but just for visual purposes. Oh, wow. Look at the perfect measurement rule for the flag formation. Right at that 113, $1.70, $1.69. Beautiful, beautiful measurement. Perfect touch to the 113, 170 Fibonacci extension. Love it. RSI hitting that bull zone. I want to see the rejection here, come back and test that center line, and then continuation run. If we don't, that's fine. But if not, we just continue the trends. But so far, we're just being patient here. So far, so did I hear you? Exit PM ASST. Absolutely. I took profits. Absolutely. I took profits pre-market. All right. Pre-market for sure. Hell yeah. Please take profits, folks. If you're in the green, always protect yourself. Take profits. Always. Boom. Boom. 159. Holding the line. Holding the line, baby. Holding the line. ASST. Now, let's take a look at SPY and Bitcoin. Let's see if SPY and Bitcoin can act as a catalyst to continue up. Let's see. Let's see. If Bitcoin gives us a push up, that's super positive. ASST, that's Bitfarm. Let's turn on ASST here. ASST, 160. 160. Wow, 160 here. Wow, it's actually making moves. There you go. Boom. All right, resistance 162. Let's see here. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. You guys are killing it. If you guys are still in the trade, congratulations. Now you're at 160. Awesome shit, folks. 160. Beautiful. Beautiful. Did we really ever break a trend, guys? Were we ever worried? No, you were in a box. Do not be afraid to take profits. I preach this all the time. You're never broke if you're in the green. Please protect yourselves. Always. I preach this all the time. You don't want to get clapped like BYND, but so far it's looking good. But at the same time, please learn to take profits if you're in the green. Champ red cut on Wednesday, so definitely Bitcoin going to go up. So yeah, Bitcoin. I want to talk to you about Bitcoin because I chart Bitcoin almost every day. So right now, Bitcoin is at a very key, important area of resistance. So the reason why I say this is because I know Bitcoin like the back of my hand. Okay, I posted on my chart on Twitter that Bitcoin is at a key area of resistance. 116, 116, 116, 116, acting as area of support and resistance. Listen, all I have to say is, just look at my post, my X history posts. Where do I see Bitcoin coming down to? First, before we make another new leg up, what I'm not going to do is give you guys like a nervous breakdown, but I will say this. That's a Dragonfly Doji candle on Bitcoin on the daily. You still have 9 hours to print this candle. So far, that's a rejection sign, signal, 116. But if Bitcoin comes down, guess what else comes down? ASST, in theory. Boom! Look at that, the 0.165, folks, 1.65. Beautiful rejection, not rejection line, actually, yeah, technically. But look how perfect it's respecting the Fibonacci extension levels. Look how beautiful. And look at that, new higher low. Congratulations, new higher low, folks. Love to see it. Now your candles are acting as what? Your candles are acting as what? Your EMA is acting as what? As support. Look at candle structure acting as support. So we go up now. What's the support? We go up now. What do you mean we go up now? What did I teach you this morning? You were watching the morning segment. What did I teach you about the EMAs? I know you specifically was here this morning. What is the EMA acting as so far, based on price action history? Does anybody want to help him? Oh, I'm in the middle of work. Does anybody want to help him? Fine. I'm going to remind you. Who was paying attention this morning? Let me hear you guys. If anybody has anything to say, but your EMAs are acting as support thus far. Okay, this is typically not a bad sign. We are seeing we are deep in the bull zone, scalding. So I do want to see a rejection here, come back down a little bit, and test the center line, run. Okay, and then you're gonna see scallop formations off these little micro patterns as well. These are called scallops. All right, these are called scallops. These are not the end of the world pattern. Make new higher lows. There you go. Yak 2342. Yak got the right idea. Yak's paying attention. He's got his pen and paper out. He's got his pen and paper out. Yes, he does. That's right. So we're breaking the 5 EMA so far. So break of structure, break of trend off of this previous high. This is called a scallop formation. So the next area of support is what? That white line is my 10 EMA. So if previous price action 5 EMA was acting as support, what's the next area level where price action will likely bounce? Test what? The white line is my 10 EMA. Orange line is 5, white line is 10, red line is 20 EMAs, exponential moving average. What price now? The EMA. Price now is at support at 158. So it's hitting it, it's respecting it. It's respected. Look at this beautiful touch to the 886 Fibonacci extension levels. To the fucking T. I love it. Beautiful. These are areas of resistance I'm looking up here. And then I have to keep adding them if we continue upward. All right, remember. So back to Bitcoin real quick. If Bitcoin rejects here, you're going to get ass blasted, okay? This is not good, okay? We have to break above 116. That's your confirmation line for another leg up. If not, well, look at my X history posts where I expect Bitcoin to go if we don't break above the 116. So far, so good. Look at the beautiful price reaction on that 10 EMA on ASST. Beautiful bounce so far. And now you find the price action above the 5 EMA. Beautiful. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to know is at these levels, I want to start seeing terminal candles for a potential reversal. Okay. If I see signs of reversal, I look for terminal candles. So let me go ahead and make less noise. There's a lot of noise on my screen right now. Let's turn off that. Oh no, we got to keep the Fibonacci. Let's turn that one off. All right, so far so good. Beautiful rejection at the 165. All right, let's see if we're higher time frames gives you more validity here. So far in the 30-minute time frame, we just have a big golfing bullish candle. RSI above, oh wow, it's actually deep in the bull zone. Positive VI above the 30.95, above the center line at 25. That's good. That's good. Okay, so this candle structure right here, nothing to worry about yet. I'll be more worried if the head of this body is a little bit lowered at the 159. So far no reversal. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. Look at this beautiful 1 minute time frame here. We have the 10 EMA acting as what? Support. So far, so good. Look at that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. 164. 165. Should be nearing. Next area of resistance is 113. 169. Beautiful. Okay, so this is... Okay, so now we're creating bearish divergence, folks. Bearish divergence on the 1 minute time frame. So, what does that mean? Well, price is making new higher highs, but your oscillator is making new lower highs. Okay? Expect a rejection coming soon here. A pullback. All right, typically you want to see pullbacks, red candles, and act as a support, but you know, they don't always I don't trust the 1 minute time frame, but these are bearish divergences forming. You're going to see a lot of bearish divergences on meme runs, on runners. BYD had it, GME had them. This is going to have it too. Okay? These are bearish divergences. How you folks doing? All right, we're testing 165. Again, one Fibonacci level here. Beautiful. Will it break out? We need that volume. Beautiful touch at that 165. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Boom. Clean rejection. Holding the line. Love seeing this shit. So now your new support, your new resistance area is right here, 165. All right, let's see if we're going to sustain this new higher low. So far, so good, guys. So if you're in the trade, look, congratulations. You're making a little bit of money. Again, do not be afraid to take profits. Again, this is the casino. In the casino, you end up being a loser or a winner. Sammy, have you been to Toronto? No, I haven't been in Toronto. All right, so look at the bearish divergence panning out, folks. Remember the bearish divergence I told you? So far, that is what I'm looking for. Bearish divergence, a very strong sell signal happening right now. That bearish divergence is exactly what I was talking about. So you are getting that reaction. You're getting the touch support line at the 10 EMA. Let's see if it's going to continue down or up. But right now, the bearish divergence panned out. So the next thing I want to see now is the RSI touch the center line. Come back and test that center line on the 1 minute. Okay? I want to see price action. I want to see this RSI hit that center line. The bearish divergence panned out, folks. That's good. Now, finding price action. Sometimes you see them at like in a range, right? These are range. All right. So far, so good. But the bearish divergence is panning out. As suspected. So far, so good. I do want to see the price. I do want to see RSI hit that center line. But if it's not, it's cool. But this is good because now you had a sell-off. People exited liquidity. Now you're going to get a new higher low. People want to enter at the lows and continuation run. So you got to also remember break of trend. What's happening right now is break of trend. So you were riding that 5 EMA. You broke the 5 EMA. Now you hit the support line at the 10 EMA. Well, did we break below the 10 EMA? Almost. Now candles above the 10 EMA. So what does that mean? A potential continuation run to the upside. But your key resistance line is exactly at this Fibonacci extension level at the one ratio, $1.65. So far, so good. You are making a new higher high and new higher low, and now you're in a range. This is perfect with an AirPod and while I'm at work. Thank you, and let's get that money. Let's go, Larry Bird. Let's go. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys are finding my channel. Please follow me. Like the video, folks, if you like this sort of content. I provide educational content, and I do not give entries or exits. So if you're expecting me to give you entries or exits, please get the fuck out of my channel. Please. I don't want you. I want to provide education. I want to teach. I love teaching. I want small retail to win. Thank you for your work. Yeah, look, I already exited my trade back here pre-market. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm good. I'm happy. I don't care about all this movement up. I'm doing it for you guys. I want you guys to win. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Teaching how to fish. That's damn right, Yak. Fucking right. I'm teaching you how to fish, baby. I learned a lot this morning listening to you as much as my charts. Good shit. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. I love you guys. So far, so good, man. Hopefully I get 1,000 subs, folks. That's my goal for this month, before the end of the month, is to get 1,000 subs. I'm at 975. Woo! I just realized I'm at 975. Let's go! Let's go! 975. All right. I need a couple more. We're almost there, folks. Nice. All right, so far, so good. We're in the new higher high, new higher low, folks. So this is, again, what happened when we had a break above this massive run. What did you do here? You consolidated, right? You didn't really break a trend. So now we're at a new higher high, new higher low. What is price action doing again, folks? It's doing what inside this box? It's consolidating. And what happens when you consolidate in a range multiple times? What happens, folks? Do you guys remember? Eventually, you're going to have what? The trust in people to do what? To invest or come in and take a trade. Because people are finding areas of support and resistance. All right, let me turn off all the noise. All right, resistance, resistance. Oh, that's actually going to be worse. I'm so sorry, guys. I just made more mess. Let me do it on this time frame up here. All right. All right, so we have resistance, resistance, support. Somewhat you can argue that's a support, and that's a support, roughly. Let me just gotta pull this fucking rectangle top a little bit more out. There you go, boom. More or less, okay? So far, so good. It's not the end of the fucking world. You just made a new higher low. All right, keep it moving. All right, so let's see. Let me turn on the EMA now. It's because it looks like it wants to do something crazy. Meme runs, you typically want to start seeing EMAs acting as support. Exponential moving averages and, Jesus Christ, SMAs. Simple moving averages, these are your lines, indicators for a continuation run. Acting as support, not resistance. So far, so good. Break of structure. Did we break anything yet? Boom! God Master candle at that 20 EMA. Why is that 20 EMA important? Because it is another layer of support. Because you broke above, below the 5, below the 10. The next area of support is at 20. So far, so good. It's not the end of the world. Now, I do see a little bit of a descending triangle here, folks. Descending triangle. So far, price action is rejecting this trend line, and here's your base at the 159. This is called a descending triangle, folks. Okay, price action rejecting this trend line. A lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Boom, touching that 20 EMA. You want to see a wick here? No wicks, fine. But on the 1 minute continuation run, test that center line. We got to see a bounce here. We got to see a bounce here. 157 bounce question mark. We got to see. I gotta see this wick. Breaking below. Test that 50 EMA now. Test the 50 EMA. So there it is. It's right here. It's now or never. RSI breaking below the center line. Touching that 50 EMA. Beautiful reaction so far. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see if we hold that line. Let's see if we hold that line. Beautiful. Let's see, let's see. You are getting a wick. Oh, double touch here. That's looking a little bearish here. Let me see here. All right, so it's going to touch that 10 EMA on the 5 minute. 154. Actually, it's touching it right now, actually. There it is. Touch. Boom. All right, so on the 5 minute, this is a scallop. If we break the scallop, that means we're getting back into the range here. Most informative stream I've seen. Good stuff. Thank you so much, PX. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Show this to your friends and your dogs and your family members. All right, so we are failing above the 1 ratio, the $1.65 range. We're getting back into this range box that we broke out of. So typically this is called a bust out. If we break price action back into this pattern range where we consolidated, this is called a bust out. This is a bust out. All right, we're waiting. If it breaks back into the 150, if it breaks below 150 again, this breakout was a bust out. So it was like a fake out. Okay, so let's see if we get back into the 150. Then that pull up was a fake out. Okay, 5 minute time frame. We had a spinning top as well. It's a neutral, but let's see here. 150 below is a bust out. That's a confirmation of a bust out. So 150, we got to hold 150 here. RSI is above the center line, still on the 5 minute. So far, so good. 152, and it's inside a mini scallop formation. All right, 150. We don't want to break 150. So far, so good. Let me turn on the 1 minute. All right, we're below the center line. All right, so when we're below the center line, another area I want to find is support, is pivot zones. This is why, and this is getting a little bit more technical here on the on my side. For those of you that don't know, RSI pivots is what I'm looking for. So we have a pivot here, and another pivot here. Okay, so we broke the center line. So the next thing I want to do is look left and find pivot areas. Pivot. So this trend line on the RSI is literally your life support. This trend line literally is your life support, folks. Okay, it's like the life support. All right, that's gonna give me confirmation of a bounce. All right, when we break below center lines, this pivot zone is what I'm watching on the 1 minute. All right, guys, join the Discord. There's a lot of entry. There's a lot of people coming in for entry. Jay-Z, if you're tuning in, I don't know if you can see the members list. Can you approve 1 or 2 of them? I see one fucking I see one scammer. I see one scammer. I just negated him. So far, so good here. Pivot, pivot. This is now or never here. Let's go. Let's go. I'm keeping areas, and look at the confluence on the 1 minute. Look at this 50 SMA. What did I teach you guys in this morning? The SMAs, 50 SMA bounce. Yeah, I personally think it's gonna bounce here. Not financial advice, but 153 doesn't seem like a bad area. Not financial advice, my opinion. But so far, it's holding the line. All right, but you are creating somewhat of a bearish flag here. All right, bearish flag. Look at this. You are creating forming a bearish flag as well. All right, so something to note. This is how you trade in the markets. You have to look at all this confluence, all right? This also looks like an inverted scallop, descending inverted scallop formation, all right? So the flag looks like we're breaking above it, touching that 5 EMA, boom. 50 SMA acted as what, guys? Remember what I taught you in the morning? Acting as what? Support. Support. So far, price consolidated here in this range, 150, and now we're finding area support. And look what the price action did on the RSI, folks. Boom. Look at the pivot zone I told you about. Boom, 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 bounce. So this is telling me continuation run to the upside. Now you have candle structures hitting above the 5, the 10, and the 20 EMA. Guess what happened? This sell-off potentially was a reversal because of a lot of confluence saying, hey, upside continuation run. Pivot zone areas on the RSI. 5, 10, and 20 now acting as, well, the 20 is only resistance. This is so far so good on the 5 and the 10. So far so good. 150 also reload zone. Milo Doug, yes, I like that. I love that. Get your ass in the Discord. If you guys are charters or new guys, get your ass in the Discord. Let's go. I love looking at different charts, different angles, different perspectives. I'm still a human being, folks. I can always be wrong. I'm still a human being. I'm not perfect in any way necessary. I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I know a little thing or two about charts, and I can always be wrong. But if I'm right, I'm right. All right. So far, so good. So let me go ahead and let me turn off all the noise. You guys are like looking at this chart and be like, what the fuck? There's so much shit on the screen. So much fucking shit. Trader, right? Yeah, I day trade. This is my job. This is how I pay my rent. Loving the analysis. Keep going. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just please hit the like video and subscribe. I'm only 20 subscribers away from 1,000, folks. 20,000, that's my goal. That was like my year goal. That was all I care about, was that 1,000 subscribers. All right, so far we're finding a base so far on that 50 SMA and key area pivot zone bounce. Love this so far. All right, looks like it wants to do a double bottom here off that support line. Double bottom is when price action comes and retests that support bounce. Let's see if we're going to do it here on the RSI as well. Okay, RSI, pivot, RSI, double bottom, question mark, and keep it moving. You did reject it on the RSI center line as well, something to note. So let's see here. Double bottom is roughly at the 151 range. Remember, the bust out. We don't want to get bust out. Do you always stream at around this time? Yes, I stopped streaming because I was building my credibility in X. X spaces and stuff like that. But I wasn't doing streams as much. But if you guys like the streams more often, let me know. I mean, in the comment section or in Discord or whatever have you. If you guys like this sort of content, these educational content that I provide here. Look at that, boom. All right, so here we are at the 150 line. We cannot break below the 150 line because then that's considered a bust out. A bust out, and once you get a bust out, I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe it bounced off the VWAP. I love it. Yes. Boom. Oh, whoa. Massive sell-off. Massive sell-off. All right, we're breaking trend, guys. We're breaking trend. Bounce. Hopefully we can bounce off that VWAP. Great analysis, Doug. Great analysis. Let's see if we can get a bounce off the VWAP. We're literally at VWAP. Breaking trend. More to the downside. Let me see what's going on. Is there anything breaking at SPY? Is anything breaking? No, SPY is good. Bitcoin's good. All right, so it's just finding support. Let me see. Let me turn on the 5-minute time frame real quick. All right, let me turn on the raise. Let me see if we're breaking a key area of resistance. No. No. All right, so here we are. We are getting a reaction here at the 5-minute time frame VWAP and the 50 SMA. Let's hold that. All right, so technically, this is considered a bust out. We're below the 150 mark. All right, so this wave up was a bust out. All right, it's not the end of the world. You're just back in this. We're back in the consolidation box range from previous morning price action. This is not the end of the world. So far, so good. But we do know that price action is finding support now at this liquidity zone. And look at the price action support, finding support at the 145. And we basically found support at the VWAP. Good analysis there, Doug. Good analysis. All right. Break of trend to the downside is if we break below this liquidity zone. All right, roughly at the 138 mark. Okay, 138 mark, I'll be a little bit concerned here. So 138 would be like my fear gauge activating. So far so good. Everything's good so far. Maybe bounce off the VWAP. Well, you know, you're going to have your up and downs. Look, you just had a 30% move to the upside. Consolidation, no break of trend to the downside. Action broke out, and then it found the key resistance at the 1 ratio. But look, you made a new higher low at the sell-off. Or at least it found a bounce at this liquidity node right here. So in theory, you shouldn't really be concerned about this. Okay, just people taking profits. Okay, again, my fear gauge goes off, breaking below 138. Fear gauge just goes off, breaking below 138. But right now, you're just in a zone. 5-minute, look at the 5-minute. Let me turn off this noise. I want to show you something. Where the fuck is my... Alright, that's too much noise. Jesus Christ. We can get rid of that one. Yeah, we can get rid of that one. We can get rid of that one. We can get rid of that one. Horizontal line. We can get rid of that one. Arrow mark, we can get rid of that one. Alright, look. Are we crashing down? No. What did we find support at? VWAP and the 50 EMA. What did I tell you about the morning session here? What did I teach you in the morning session this morning right before we went live? All right, look at the 5-minute time frame, folks. What is price action doing? What is price action doing? Finding support at what key level areas of what? Indicator tool. So the 50 EMA is my blue and green line, 50 EMA and SMA, and then you also have VWAP. Buy orders were sitting right here. So far, so good. If you break below the 50 EMA, SMA, and VWAP, another new area of support is at that 100 SMA, roughly around 140. This is not bad. So far, you're just back in the range after a bust out. Look at the box. Look at this box. You're just back in the box. Are we concerned yet? No. There's nothing to be concerned about. You just had a bust out. You're back in the range. This is not bad. So don't worry. Hold the line, folks. I haven't even talked about the daily, folks. Like, that's the freaky part. I haven't talked about the daily. Okay, so what you want to see before... Okay, I'm going to talk about this now. All right, folks. What you want to see at the end of the day, keep in mind of this number. And let me just make sure I have my Fibonacci's drawn correctly here. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm going to lock in this Fibonacci. We're going to lock it in. All right, perfect. The number you want to close above at the end of the day, folks, the magical number you want to close above at the end of the day is the 236, $1.53. $1.53. Remember this number. Today, you need to close above $1.53, above the 236 Fibonacci level. Why? From a macro perspective, off of this high back in May 20 down to the October 20, from the high to the low, you draw your Fibonacci extensions. You sitting above the 236, 153 is a psychological anchor. That price sitting above a key area of support at the 236 macro level, you're going to not only give confidence, but then the more price action sits above the 236, the higher likelihood that the price action is now making a new local high. a new local high. Price action sitting above the 236 and multiple candles sitting above the 236 days to come is telling you that price action is making a new local high. And did you know the more candle structures that you have forming above the 236, did you know you have an 80% chance of getting to the 382? Did you guys know that? The more candles price action sits above the 236, you have an 80% chance of getting to the 382 Fibonacci level at $2.31 range. This is not your fucking BYND squeeze, guys. This is a very good slow play to the upside. Count your blessings that this thing is not crashing down. Anything can happen, obviously, but count your blessing. Everything is being controlled. The sustainability is so far good, but you want to break above the 236 153 today. That's what I want to see. Is it the end of the world? No. But you want to see the break closing candle structure closing above the 236. All right, so here we go. I'm coming back down to the VWAP area, the 50 SMA and EMA. So far, so good. What's the deal with the warrants at 135? I heard about that shit, but I don't really know. I never dug into it. I'm a pattern guy. I'm a chart guy. I don't, you know, if you were in my stream earlier, I don't care about what I trade charts. I don't trade company. I don't financials. I don't do none of that shit. I strictly keep trading very, very simple. I don't get into financials. I don't care about warrants. None of that bullshit. I heard about it, but I never dug into it because I just don't. I don't make my life complicated. I'm strictly a chart guy. Call me boring, but I love technicals. I love technicals. I'm like the nerd. Like you guys all have that, you know, that nerd that's in the computer. He knows how to work a computer. He's a programmer. That's what I am in the trading world. I'm like the nerd. I just love technicals. I love technicals. And look at price action respecting the technicals. Love it. All right? Love it. So far, so good. You're back in the range, folks. You're back in the range. How you guys doing? Everybody's feeling good? Look, you guys should be very comfortable so far. All right? Everything's looking good. Let me see the 1 minute time frame real quick. All right, any divergence here? No. RSI, bullish divergence. It wants to flip, but that's not good time frame. Okay, so ooh, all right. This is something to consider. Look at this, folks. Look at this, folks. What do you guys see here? Roughly. What do you guys see here, roughly? Oh, yes. That's called a channel. A channel on the 15-minute. Okay? On the 15-minute. And arguably, an ascending wedge. But no, this is a channel. Thanks for your stream. VWAP may be the tide of resistance. There you go. Hey, Dougley, love the TA. The more TA you guys talk, the more excited I get because I know that there's other traders in here. I love other traders and ideas. Let's share ideas together. Let's look at charts. I love looking at different charts, different theses, different narratives. I love it. So far, we're in a channel, upward channel momentum. This is not a bad look. Not bad look, okay? No, so far, so good. RSI is above the center line, and we're at a key pivot zone, too, as well. All right, let's go. Let's go. So far, so good. Thanks for the stream. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Thank you guys. Please hit the like button. Follow the channel, man. I'm almost to 1,000 subs, baby. Hope you're doing well, but I hope you're safe. Last 4. Scammer, yeah. Mohammed, yeah. There was one scammer in there, Jay. Just you know, I you know, just hopefully you approved. I'll take a look at the ones that you approved. So far, so thank you so much, Jay. Having a hard time passing BITF. Oh yeah, Jay, get rid of Babs. Babs is he's a fucking scammer. Babs is a scammer. Babs is a scammer. Get him out of here. Good job, BK. Nice. Could you look at D-Wave stock been holding since 16? Absolutely. Any tickets you guys want me to take a look at? ASST, look. Guys, count your blessings. This thing is not fucking crashing. This isn't a short squeeze plays where you're going to have, you know, crazy volatility to the downside or upside. Be blessed that this is now in a range. And I provided that psychological anchor. Thus far, price action is not really moving. And that's okay. That's okay because price action is slowly accumulating to the upside. It can obviously come back down, but right now, price action, thus where it stands, is consolidating. That's really good, folks. Count your blessings that this is actually in an uptrend on the channel. Until break of trend, nothing to worry about thus far. Okay? Count your blessings. This isn't a BYND play where it just fucking rips up and then comes down. This is one of the best things you want to start seeing is price action fighting in a range and even better inside an uptrend. Very, very good news. So far, so good. Hey, I'm not a... You're not a scammer? Is that you, Bevs? Alright, never mind, Jay. My bad. Never mind. I thought you were a scammer because that profile that you have on Discord, bro, I know exactly what that looks like. There's another scammer in another Discord. Sorry, my bad, Babs. My bad. I just realized it. Alright, SPY. Alright, let's take a look at some other tickers while ASST is holding the range here. So I'm going to hold up ASST here on the bottom right quadrant so we can focus on other tickers. So I can move on, so I can switch between tickers quickly here. Alright, so ASST is on the bottom right quadrant. Bitcoin on top right. Bitfarm bottom left. And so far SPY on the top left. I'm going to go check what it is. Yeah, please do. BITF is coming down a little bit here. Alright, and we're going to take a look at D-Wave. Let me check my account real quick. Alright, everything looking good, looking good, looking good. Alright. Good, good, good. I got calls on BITF. Ooh, spinning top on the ASST on the 12-hour, folks. Spinning top. Alright, so let's take a look at other tickers while we keep ASST on the bottom right quadrant. I'll let you guys know if I see anything concerning on ASST while I switch over to different channels, different tickers, so we can take a look at other companies. All right, so let's take a look at, all right, who provide, do you think this stock, all right, let me go, oh, I see a lot of, learn a lot, thank you this morning. Thank you, Super Jamu. Looks Gamer 1508, do you think this stock is, very well. Do you think this stock is a price spinning stock? Looks Rub Gamer, this stock is moving because of a face into this company. His name is Mike Alfred. He's the one that pretty much put ASST on the map. This company is not a short squeeze play, which is good because it's not showing you volatility. With everybody has different risk tolerance. Okay. Please protect yourself. Take profits when you're in the green. Always have stop losses. What do I think about this company? I trade the trend. I trade the charts. I don't know anything about this company. I really don't care about the company. I don't care about the CEO, what their mode is. I just trade the charts. So I can't really answer that. Most informative stream. Thank you, PX. Trader right. Yes. Maybe a bounce off the VWAP. Oh, okay. I'm going all the way down. Can you look at D-Wave stock been holding 616? Yes. What's ASST? Strength mentality. To my understanding, it's a Bitcoin holding company, Bitcoin holding treasury company. Okay, this is how you know I don't care about companies' profiles. I care about their charts. D-Wave, yeah, let's take a look at D-Wave, folks. Let's take a look at D-Wave. D-Wave. Somebody read, oh, QBTS. Hello. All right. Hello. Ooh, hello, D-Wave. Hello, hello. All right, so we have a uptrend. I do love that. You are making a new higher high, higher low inside an ascending wedge. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's do that right here. Boom, boom, boom. Ascending wedge. Boom, boom, boom. Very nice. Lovely. RSI above the center line. Scalding at the monthly time frame. Let's turn on the 3-day time frame. Beautiful. You're in an upward channel. Beautiful. I'm waiting for my load. All right, so look at this apex move on D-Wave, dude. Very nice, clean, beautiful structures forming nicely here as well. Beautiful. It looks like it wants more up. It looks like more up. And if you look at the RSI, look at the RSI. rejection area. You are scalding, rejected. But look, instead of pivoting to the center line, which it has done 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, it's now making a pivot zone at a new higher high, higher low. So that means the trend wants up. Okay, and where's your liquidity exits? Well, this is the beautiful thing about technical analysis, is that I love my job. And this is your liquidity exit. Take a picture of it. Look at the beautiful reaction here at the 113. Look at the beautiful wick reaction at the 0.7, 35.99. Beautiful. You get to see liquidity exits on this thing. Take a picture of it. Snapshot. This thing wants up. Looks good. Keep it moving. Next. ASST. Did we break anything while I was charting D-Wave? No. Look at that, folks. The ASST holding a channel. See? We can look at other tickers and not worry about ASST crashing down. Isn't that lovely? It's not a BYND play. It's not gonna fucking sell off on you. So far, it can, but so far this is not a squeeze play. You're not getting margin called. There's no, what's the beta on this thing? What's the beta? The beta is very low. Shares flow 270 million. Wow, beta is very, very low. Holy shit. Council doing up. I hope 2G all shorts of assets have been borrowed out. What do you think? I don't know. I haven't checked the short interest. I didn't check. I don't care. I don't do that. I trade the trend. I kid you not. When I tell you in my channel, I literally keep my life very simple on how to trade. I really don't overwhelm myself. All right. I seriously don't overwhelm myself. I really don't care about all that. I care about charts. I'm like the programmer, all right? When it comes to software engineers, that type of nerd, I'm this level of nerd when it comes to technicals. All right, BITF is selling off. What's going on here? Very significant push to the downside. Did they cast their warrants or something? Let me see here. Did BITF break support? No. So BITF, if you look very quickly here, not yet. It's not breaking anything yet. What the hell? I can't even touch this. All right. It's not breaking anything yet. All right. We're just holding the line here. Let me just go ahead and draw my Fibonacci levels because it's not on this chart real quick. I'm sorry. There you go. All right. So now we're testing that we broke below the 236. Let me show you. Actually, that's actually good here. All right, so we're breaking below the 236. Turn on the 1 hour. Bingo, bango, sell off. That was a huge sell off. Very nice though. All right, key area support. Cool. Where the hell is it? Bingo, bango. All right, cool. All right, it's just people taking profits right now. We'll continue to monitor. Let's take a look back at ASST. ASST. Boom, nothing. Channel, upward channel, no crazy swing trades. Consolidating, this is good. Volume, 560 million in volume. Very nice. Very, very nice. Not the end of the world, folks. Not the end of the world. All right, we did D-Wave. We did, CCX, HIMS. All right, we got a lot of requests here. All right, let's do that. All right, order of typing. Circular, HIMS. So you want to take a look at HIMS? All right, let's take a look at HIMS. There's a lot of noise going on my chart. I'm sorry, guys. Just bear with me. You said HIMS? What the hell is HIMS? Oh, I know what HIMS are. I know. I remember. All right, HIMS. Let's take a look here. Like the video. Ooh. HIMS. Absolutely. Let's use our pitchfork. This one needs a pitchfork. This 100% needs a pitchfork. Holy shit. Wow. HIMS. Wow. Okay. Absolutely. This one deserves a pitchfork. All right. There's your pitchfork. All right. Let's see what the data shows here. Wow. All right. Well, you're in a range breaking below key resistance area. Very nice. Oh, well, that's not the one. Breaking below the key resistance area. Struggling to break above roughly 59, so 60 bucks roughly. Had a massive sell-off once you hit 60 bucks here on this candle structure here. Finding support exactly at that 40.87 range. RSI is below the center line on the 3-day time frame. So pivot areas I want to see a bounce off has been key level exit, call it the drive up zone. So RSI come back to this pivot zone. That's going to be the bounce. So I suspect more rejection or more sell-offs back into the 47 range. $40 range, excuse me, 40 bucks range. I'm going to keep an eye. You should keep an eye on the RSI. All right. If you fail to break above the center line, again, it's just, you know, obviously I believe that the pivot zone area from a key historic bounce is at this zone right here, roughly at the $40 range. All right. But it's in a range right now. It's boxy. Very, very, very boxy. All right, next. CCX. All right, hold up. Let me go back to ASST because I know how much you guys love this ticker. So in between tickers, I'm going to quickly look at ASST, see if we're breaking trend. All right. So far, no, not yet. So far, we're not breaking anything yet, folks. Nothing's broken. All right, so let's go monitor CCTX. Wow. All right, BITF, there's not... Oh, that was HIMS. All right, so the cool thing is that SPY's not selling off, folks, so that's pretty good. And Bitcoin, that was D-Wave, excuse me. All right, so let's take a look at CCCX. All right, beautiful. All right, let's see what this company's all about. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Okay, all right, okay. All right, so first thing I notice here on LNCCTX, it is... Ooh, scallop formation, bounce, rejected the 0.5 golden pockets, typically not your bad area. Hammer on the daily. Key resistance right now, literally struggling to break above the 236 at 2174. Resistance, 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 resistance. The multiple times you keep resisting here, the higher the chance of this coming back down to retest it. So far, it likes to be hating this 236. I do like how you're above the center line here on the RSI, so that's a good sign. I do like that, okay? But that 236, 2174 is fucking tough. So on the 4-hour time frame, look at that. Yeah, it's struggling here. So if it sells off, well, this is a very easy observation, right? Come back down, test support. I don't know what happened here. Come back down, test support, 236, the 382, 1879. So if it rejects the 2174, 1879, come back down, and then it's going to be like really fucking ranging, right? But so far, so good. I mean, it doesn't really look that bad. All right. I mean, you have a high, right? You have a high, sell off here. Now you have a new higher low, which is really not bad. A new higher low, right? Coming back down to test a key area of resistance. So far, so good, right? RSI is above the center line. Great. Break above the 236. Break out of this trend here. And then hopefully we start seeing more moves to the upside. If not, come back down. Hit that 18 buck range. All right. All right, next. All right, ASST. Let's go back to ASST real quick. Nope, nothing broken, guys. Nothing's broken. I think it may have a chance to bounce with VWAP. PS, look at Tesla. Please do RR. Any books you can recommend new to investing these past 12? Definitely. Books I recommend. Hold up. ASST, guys. Let's go. I see something. All right, let's go back to the big charts. Let's go back to the big charts, folks. All right. All right, so why did my box get deleted? Why did my box get deleted here? Why did my box get deleted? Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is now, folks, let's just, nothing to worry about here. But what I'm going to do is we also have to draw Fibonacci levels to the downside. Okay. To the downside, okay, folks, just in case. All right, but we do have Fibonacci levels to the upside. Okay, to the upside. No, we already broke that one. Until we get to this level area, I'll draw it again. But this is the new downside liquidity exits here. All right, just 1 second here, folks. I'm just monitoring the structure here. Just want to make sure I'm not seeing anything weird. Give me 1 second, folks. I just want to make sure I don't want to see anything weird. I do see something. I just want to make sure I don't think what I think it is. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, good. Alright, good. So it's 146. You got the 137 RSI on the 30 minute. Huh. Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at this here. on the 30-minute. Okay, I'm looking at the 30-minute RSI right here. Okay, because you broke a key area of support at the pivot zone here. You're right at the bottom trend line. I'm still monitoring this ASST. So it looks like it wants to do a double bottom at the key area of support at VWAP. All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. Here we go. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, 5-minute. Watching key area support bounce. Let's see if we're going to touch that VWAP double bottom, which it did. 50 EMA, SMA. Literally, this should be a nice clean area support. Let's see if it's going to hold. And you're sitting below the 0.5147 Fibonacci area. If we break that, the next area is the golden pocket. Obviously, it's not yellow here. So another key area of support would be this trend line. Okay, here we go. 1 second. I'm just monitoring ASST, folks. ASST monitoring. Holding. New members. Hey, the real Devin. You get approved just because I like the Honda. All right, here we go. Let's see. Holding above VWAP and above the 50 EMA and SMA is great sign. You're still inside this box. Consolidation zone. You had a bust out. Failed breakout. Good. You're holding this line. Even better. All right, hold on. I just want to see if we can break or sustain the VWAP here. If you break below VWAP, area support, I'm looking at this trend line here. Roughly around the 143 range. Let's see here. RSI below the center line as well. This is why I just wanted to take a look at ASST real quick. And I also want to familiarize how this stock trades. Every stock has their own personality. And I like looking at personalities in terms of what company movements does, right? So this personality here, I'm learning little by little what ASST is, right? I get to understand how ASST moves down the road. So the more I observe, the more I get to understand how ASST is. All right, one last look here, and then we're going to take a look at other tickers. So you said you're going to do RR and RGTI. All right, folks. So far, so good on the 5-minute. We have 30 seconds. I just want to see what happens on the 5-minute time frame on this candle. We still have 25 seconds left to print this candle on ASST. Give me a second. I just want to wait 20 seconds. Just wait 20 seconds. All right, let me get rid of all the noise. All right, there you go. All right, 12 seconds. I just want to see what happens here. 12 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 1 second. Okay, let me see what happens, what the next candle prints. Here we go. Come on, baby. Did we break? 4 minutes. Hello? It just fucking disappeared? All right, let me turn on the 1 minute. Hello? What the hell? Was that a bug? Wait, what? What? Dude, price action's not moving. Oh, there we go. Jesus. All right, so found support at the VWAP. All right, good. All right, good. Cool. All right, next. All right, that's all I wanted to see. Good. Literally, that's all I wanted to see. So now I know mentally VWAP is key area support. CCX. Oh, wait, did I go over this one? I did, right? Yeah, I did go over that. Oh, look at that. Break of the 236 as I was talking. All right, it can wick here. It's done in the previous past CCX. It can wick here. Look at that wick. Wick, sort of. And then now you're hitting it again. Very nice. All right, let's go Tesla. Let's take a look at Tesla. Oh, I spoke on Tesla. This is so easy. All right, you want to know about Tesla? Here, I'm going to show you Tesla. This is like one of the easiest charts. Tesla's like one of the easiest charts. Guys, by the way, Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin moves lateral to ASST. I'm telling you right now, it's failing to break above the 116. Okay, 116 is an important area of resistance. If Bitcoin fails the 116 range, expect ASST to react as well. Does anybody know what that candle structure looks like? What that candle is printing on the daily? Does anybody know what this candle structure is? Does anybody know? At the impulse. Let's see if we can get some TA trades. And I'll take a look at Tesla, RR, and RGTI, I promise you. But if in order for me to analyze ASST, I also have to analyze Bitcoin. Because they move laterally. And please don't forget to hit the like button. Anybody know what this candle structure is before I give the answer? Give me one answer. Any answer. Where are my chart guys? Come on. Give me one. I just want to see what kind of people we have joining in here. No? No. Okay. Not down. Rejection. Okay. I see. I should have worded differently. No, the candle that it's printing. I'm going to show you guys something. Falling star. Okay. See, Tamarin's in the right path. Good. None of all the answers. Thank you. None of them were wrong. Okay. None of them were wrong. Okay. So you have two possibilities. Look at what I provide in my channel, folks. You have two possibilities. What's happening here? You still have 8 hours and 47 minutes left to print Bitcoin candle on the daily here. All right. This is either a shooting star. Typically, you don't want to see no shadow here. A longer upper with shadow. This is all bearish. That's a bearish candle printing. Topping tail, vanilla gorilla. There we go. Longer upper shadow, topping tail. There we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Now we're getting technical. That's what I love to see. Good answer, vanilla. Great answer. That's right. So look at the hammer. Look at the candle structure here on the daily on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rejects the 116, which so far it is, ASST can get clapped, right? If it is a Bitcoin holding company. So I want you guys to remember that. And I'll leave that here. Take a picture of it. All right, ASST found a beautiful bounce at that VWAP on the 1 minute time frame. I promise you I will take a look at RGTI. Finding key area support at that area where the VWAP was and the EMAs. Let me check here. It's a little laggy here, folks. Sorry. Yeah, beautiful touch here on that VWAP. Finding support at VWAP. All right, so far so good. So we're stuck in this range. All right, let's do RGTI as promised. Let's go. All right. Let me know if the music's too loud or not. I should have done it here. All right, Bitfarm coming down a little bit and Bitcoin. Okay, I'll get rid of Bitfarm. All right, RGTI as promised. Here we go. Oh wait, I already did RGTI. Right? I think I did, right? An uptrend. Oh no, I did D-Wave. I'm sorry. I did D-Wave. No, my bad, bro. All right, my bad. All right, so no harmonic alt back. We are getting a terminal candle here. That's a terminal candle on the monthly. Let's see what the weekly brings. Nothing. Daily. Okay, but I do like this a lot, actually. 236 supported bounce. Great. Look at that beautiful candle. Failing to break above 42.56 roughly. RSI bounced at that center line on the daily. I love to see that. And you are at a key area of support. You can't break that trend and a macro. Ooh. Does anybody know what this is? Does anybody know what that is? Hello. That's right. That's a scallop. That's an ascending scallop. Does anybody know the measurement rule off of ascending scallops? I'm not going to do it here because it can get to stupid indicator targets. But I'm not going to do it on the... I mean, if you guys really want to know the measurement rule off ascending scallops is quite frankly this retarded outlook, right? But we use patterns to understand the trend, all right? It doesn't mean it's going to get there. It just basically means the measurement rule. Not all the time measurement rules are valid, okay? So this thing can potentially get to 233 off of this daily ascending scallop formation. Again, they're just indicators for us, observations, all right? Trend, all right? It's not the fucking Bible. It's gonna get to 233. Stepping in and out. Sammy, great teaching. You rock, man. Thank you. All right, so RGTI looking good. Switching back to ASST real quick, 152. Still holding this trend line, looking great. So this, just to finalize RGTI real quick. RGTI. RSI on the 4 hour, trying to break above the center line because you did reject it twice. Well, one time actually. You did reject it here. You barely broke above it. And now you're trying to break about. Okay, so then 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour, so this is multiple days. 1, 2, 3 days. Okay, another one. It's in a range. What is price action doing? Finding support and resistance in this range. Now, if you look at smaller time frames, what is price going to do? It's going to look like a ping pong. It's going to look like a ping pong. Actually, it's going to be tighter now. Holy shit, this thing is actually in a literal range. Looks like a little ping pong action here. Look at this. Where the hell is it? Look at this. Literal ping pong. So yeah, it's in a range. Not really moving, it's going sideways. Shit, I'll take a fucking trade if I see it at 432. That's a rejection. Look at this candle here as well. We just finished learning about this. Look at this. What did we just finish learning on Bitcoin, folks? What is that? Great little educational segment here. What is that? Does anybody know? This is on the 30-minute. That's a shooting star. That's a shooting star, but it's not at the impulse. This is not at the impulse, but you know, we'll just call it a shooting star. Beautiful. So we know based on candle structure, shooting star is what? A neglection. Rejecting the 42 range again. Struggling to break above this area of resistance. Look at that. Boom. Coming back down. Hopefully back at the 39 range. Gonky tail. There you go. We'll fucking call it the gonky tail. I call it the tail top. Vanilla had it. ASST real quick. Migrating back and forth. See, I'm consistent. Uptrend. Still good. Nothing's breaking, folks. All right, next one. What we have here. RGTI took. Oh, RR as promised. All right. RR. Let's take a look at RR real quick. There you go. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. I actually posted this on my Discord last night. Okay. RR is in a very, very bullish pattern formation. All right. Very, very bullish. All right. This is what you call a 3 rising valleys. 3 rising the fuck valleys. Very, very, very powerful pattern formation. Okay, now the measurement rule for the 3 rising valley, folks, I kid you not, because we traded a ticker like this, is called Sound, S-O-U-N, and we fucking killed it. This is your measurement rule for the 3 rising valleys on RR. Yes, it can potentially get to 13 bucks. Look at this beautiful trend here. 3 rising valleys. Beautiful pattern formation, candle formation. I love looking at this shit. All right, those are the measurement rules of the 3 rising valleys. Very, very powerful formation. You know what else is in a 3 rising valley? Look at LWLG. Does anybody know what LWLG is? No, because you guys just started tuning into my YouTube. And look, another one. 3. This is technically like a 4. All right, for the sake of conversation, look at this beautiful stair steps. Look at these beautiful stair steps. Beautiful. 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 You see how it's making consistency? Beautiful. Naka. Naka. We're going to do Naka, all right? Let's take a look at ASST real quick before we do Naka. ASST in an uptrend. Still having break formation. Let me check the 5. Let me check the 1. All right. You're back in the box. Bust out did happen. All right. So nothing to fear yet. All right. Let's do Naka real quick. Well deserved. Naka. All right. Whoa! But it is what it is. Let me see if is that a deep crab? Is this Jay? Let me see. This is Jay. Oh, it is Jay. Guys, Jay is my trusted trader and he's my moderator. Jay is a trusted trader and a moderator. He likes penny stocks. So if you're into volatility in the Discord, JZO is a trusted trader and a moderator, and I trust his thesis when it comes to analyzing charts. JZ loves penny stocks. He's very risk oriented. He knows how to play penny stocks and he loves his stuff. I can't do it. Now sometimes I can, but he does it more frequently. So if you guys join the Discord and you guys are into penny stocks, JZ, that's the guy. That's the guy. I don't have the balls or the patience to do penny stocks anymore. All right, so overall, let's take a look at Naka real quick. Ooh, the positive DI is actually coiling too. Look at the ADX above the center line. All right, let's take a look at the daily here on the Fibonacci micro levels real quick. So the areas that we have to break is the 145. So let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. Do we ever see any EMAs? Let me see here. Ooh, $1. $1 above the 5 and the 10 EMAs. $1. Now, before we get to the dollar, let's see what kind of area of resistance we're gonna hit first. A nasty wall. Where are we? No, we're above the volume average high. Low. So far, so good. And look at the EMAs and SMAs acting as support. Now, you are in a bull flag. This is typically good. An ascending wedge here, and you're breaking out of this candle. Breaking out of this pattern right here. Off of this descending wedge. Beautiful. Master candle off of this breakout. Very nice to see here. Continuation run on the 1 hour time frame. RSI looking good. Let's turn on the 15-minute. RSI is somewhat coming back down to test that center. VWAP rejection on the 15-minute. So far, it wants to break up. Okay, it wants to break up 5 EMA acting as support at 15-minute time frame. And if you notice price action history, let's see if we have any EMA bounces supporting that 50 SMA. So rejection above VWAP. So get the candles above VWAP. You're going to the dollar. All right, and if you hit the dollar, then your trend reversal stays more intact because it's at the macro 886 Fibonacci area. So I suspect a nice little wick off here, a nice little sell off. Not that deep, but so far the trend is up. Yeah, it's gonna hit $1. The trend is up, strong support, and it's breaking out of a wedge. What's wrong with ASST? So far, all right. So far ASST is coming down. Nothing's breaking. Nothing's breaking. Let me turn on the 5-minute. It's in an uptrend, folks. Uptrend. All right. Nothing break. You're at trend line. You're close to trend line. Let's see if we can get a bounce here. Otherwise, you're going to go back in an upward channel, but you're also inside a box. What did I say? I said my fear gauge goes off at the 138. Where are we? Where's the 138? Right there. Boom. Roughly. Where is it? 140. There you go. So nothing to worry about yet. Just look left. Okay, it's just in a range upward channel. RSI is in the center line. Bullish divergence. 5-minute. It's not the end of the world. All right, what else? All right, I think I covered everybody. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Any other tickers? ASST is holding the line here. ETH? Let's take a look at ETH. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. I haven't looked at this in never. Wow. Wow. So you were struggling here. Wow. Struggling. Arguably. This is not good pattern. Look, this display, there's too much space here. So this is a non-confirmed ascending wedge. Very non-confirmed. I mean, right off the back, I see a mega macro formation right off the rip here. All right. I see that. You're pretty much in a very important area of support here. on the 3-day time frame, breaking into the center line, which is really typically bullish. I don't see bearish divergence yet here. Arguably, yes. I do see one here. Class B. Class B bearish divergence here. Ooh, that's not good. On the 3-day time frame, too. Yikes. Yeah, this doesn't look... this is not really good here. Let me see the EMAs. What were we sitting on here? Okay, so price action is trying to get above the 5, 10, and 20. Found base at the 50. Yeah, you're at a very, very, very important zone right here. So you got to break above roughly the 4159, 4160, right? You got to break this, because then this descending scallop, if you guys don't know what that is, then the descending scallop formation will pan out, right? Watch this. All right. Descending scallop on the 3-day time frame. So just like how you have inverted scallops, this is what you call it in a descending scallop. They look like little J's. Okay, this is literally your resistance line you have to break above. If you break below this center, if you can't break above the 4161, the trend line measurement rule for descending scallops is literally roughly at the 3280. 3280. All right, you want to sustain that. Please, maestro. Why? ETH, Ranny. Okay, Ranny's next. So you're at a very, very important zone on ETH. You got to break above the 4160. Multiple candles. If not, descending scallop formation measurement rule gives you back all the way at the roughly 3291 range. All right. Let's see. Ascend. Let's go back to ASST while we go back and forth. Oh, I didn't do Tesla. Whoops, we gotta do Tesla, guys. I'm sorry. Who recommended the Tesla? Who recommended the Tesla? We gotta do Tesla. We gotta do Tesla. All right. Nothing's broken yet here, folks. Nothing. All right. So if we break the trend line, all right, then this will be a rectangle top formation. No longer in a channel. If we break this channel, you're breaking trend. So then now we're going to look at another pattern, which is called the rectangle top. Okay, it is an in one tip. It is. So let's see if it holds. All right, next one. Oh, Tesla. I didn't do Tesla thoroughly. Is the Tesla guy still in here? Is the Tesla guy still in here? Let me know if you're still in here for Tesla. I didn't do Tesla. Guys, hit the like button. Follow the YouTube, guys. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. 1,000 subs. Let's get to 1,000, guys. 1,000. Let's go. 983. 983, folks. Let's get to 1,000, folks. Let's go. All right, Tesla. All right, so Tesla is in a range. Another one. There seems to be a theme here. Okay, another one. I think everything's fucking topped in the entire market. Everything's fucking topped, folks. Have you guys noticed? Can you do Buru? Yes, I can do Buru. Everything's freaking toppy. If you guys are noticing, the theme has been all range. Like, it feels like we're at the top. The chat is booming. Yes, another trade. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know you've been here since the beginning, trades. So yes, Tesla is in a goddamn range. You failed this range top here. It's gonna come back down. And I've been saying this, like, this thing is just, it just feels so toppy. Look how many days you've been consolidating in this rectangle top. Look. Since we had the blast off, right? It's been consolidating literally for 42 days in this range. 42 days in this range. Market is uncertain probably. Yes, Angi Shewi, yes. Very uncertain. Why? Because look at SPY. Look at SPY. Does anybody know what SPY is? If not, cool. But look at SPY. Look at SPY. I chart SPY. Just making new higher highs, higher lows. It's just parabolic. Parabolic, guys. And it hit my Fibonacci extensions at the 683. 683 at the 68. Look how beautiful the look at the beautiful oh my god. Look at the reaction here. Almost. Well, I was off by pennies. By pennies. Pennies. I'm like a fucking sniper. All right, let's take a look at other ones. Buru, I'm going by order. All right, so we did YDKG. YDKG is next, right? I'm gonna try and speed run these. Oh my god! All right, hold up. I'm gonna have to lower the music on this one. Hold up, guys. So, wow. Whoa. My boy. What do you think I'm gonna tell you? What do you think I'm gonna tell you, bro? Alright. Well, at least there's a pattern here. I'll tell you that. I will tell you there is a fat fucking bear flag. Okay, that's a fat fucking bear flag. Alright, roughly. It's not gonna be fucking picture. You like this shit? It's amazing. It is? Okay. Alright, well, you know, I'm not gonna knock the hustle. I'm not. Oh boy, I don't know how to explain this to you. Be very careful trading this. Upward channel, ascending wedge, key rejection area. You had the bust out, breakout, failed to back test. So let's bring this down a little bit more to the realistic levels here. There you go. So it's at a key area of resistance as we speak. This is a more realistic pattern. Now it's adjusted, breakout failed, and back test failed. So you're back into this ascending wedge formation. I don't know what to tell you. Please be careful trading this. It looks like it wants up, but right now it's rejecting this top trend line. RSI is above the center line on the 30, which is typically not good. I mean, typically not bad. So far, so good. I don't see bullish divergence yet. So it's just consolidating. I mean, not consolidating, but it's just doing a trend, bro. Not looking good. Yeah, Babs. Yeah, it's not looking good. So just appreciate where it's at now. If you bought it here, congratulations. You made a nice little swing trade, 74%. All right, cool. I don't know anything about this company. All right, next. AMD. Is that the order? AMD. Whoa, beautiful upward trend here. Oh, Gap City. Very nice. Wow. I wonder if it hit key area of... Let me see something. There we go. So this is the print, this is the move, this is the sell-off, this is the wick off. Yep, beautiful, beautiful. Resistance support. All right, there you go. AMD, ascending wedge-ish. Or a channel. Looks good here. At this top trend line. Looks good. RSI scalding, rejection, and looks like a bearish divergence. So expect a little bit of retracement here on AMD. All right, a little bit of retracement here on AMD. Plus you have the top trend line and you have bearish divergence on the 3-day time frame. So if I turn on the daily, I think you'd see more significant. Oh yeah, multiple bearish divergence here. So I would not buy AMD here. It's absolutely going to come down. Wait for the support line bounce or confirmation, which is roughly right here in this trend line right here. So wait for the divergence, the bearish divergence to pan out. It's already at a top trend line and bearish divergence. So it's coming down. It needs to exhaust itself a little bit, all right? It needs to exhaust itself. All right, Buru. AMD, Buru. Is that the order of confirmation? Lots of volume, the same like BYD, Buru, and more. No problem. All right, what the fuck is this? What is this? What is Buru? LWLG? Oh no, this is not it. Oh yeah, it is. What is this? What the hell am I looking at? Rangy. I love boxes. Very rangy. Very, very rangy. We can always adjust them. Oh yeah, this thing's in a range, bro. RSI, what is the RSI telling me here? Let me see. Ooh, head and shoulders too. Look at that. Look at this. Ooh, I love that. Beautiful head and shoulder on the RSI. Weak shoulder to the left, but I like that. Ooh. Sold off. Trend. You're trying to break above, but you're struggling here. Yeah, you're having a problem breaking above the fucking top trend line, which is at 42 cents roughly. And look at that immediate rejection line off of this top trend line. Look at this move down. rejection, down, rejection, down, rejection, down. So you're hitting it again. You try to break out and you try to back test that breakout and look, failed. You're coming out again. If it fails this, it's gonna come crashing down based on historic price action history. So be very careful with Buru. It has to break above 41.61 off of the rip here. Okay, ASST, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What I miss? What I miss? What's happening? Oh, okay, that is a break of trend. Hold up, now we gotta monitor this. Break of trend, all right? You're still in the box. You're still in the box. You broke VWAP. You broke VWAP. All right, so 100 SMA support bounce. Remember what we spoke about. All right, remember what we spoke about. Buyers should be, at least a buy order should be coming in and stepping in this order. If we failed that, we'll monitor closely. 100 SMA inside this range. Bounce at the 142. Question mark. Let's see if we can get a wick here on the 5 minute. Let's see if we can get some wicks. Wicks. Okay. You have 1 minute to close this candle. 1 minute and 40 seconds. If it breaks the 100 SMA, remember what I told you, 138, I'm looking at 138. Well, that's my fear gauge. That's my fear gauge. Fear gauge is 138, folks. All right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna stay on ASST for now. All requests, I'm holding off. Let's monitor ASST real quick. Holding off. So 138 is in Fibonacci extension I'm looking for. That's my absolute fear gauge right here. Remember, we're still in the box here, so we have 140 support. Okay. Let's see. And it just actually formed a descending inverted scallop formation. If you guys don't know what that is, descending inverted scallop formation. That's a descending inverted scallop formation. All right. Okay. All right, this pattern, I don't want to see this because this is bad. All right, the descending scallop formation is not something you want to see here. So let's see if this pattern actually becomes a null and void. All right, we got to break above the 5 EMA. If we fail below the 5 EMA, 5 EMA. That's 144. The measurement rule is 132. 132. 132. Which roughly almost in line with my 236. Where was I looking at? 136, yeah. So we don't want to see this formation come down here. So let's see. Thank you, you saved me. Morris, can you do BITF and Banny? $1.43. Yes, I can do all requests. Let me just monitor ASST because I know a lot of people are involved in this trade. Let's see. Just give me a second, folks. We'll take in respect. But while we wait, please, while we wait for price action on ASST, please like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and join the Discord, folks. But right now, I'm monitoring this inverted descending scallop formation on ASST. The measurement rule is a nasty one. All right, it's a nasty one. They are not Bible. These are just indicators and pattern recognitions that we use to justify trades, okay? So they're not, the end all be all. All right, we are breaking. We got to get above the 5 EMA. I want to see a test of that 5 EMA, a test. You are deep in the bear zone. Typically, you start seeing bullish divergences deep in the bear zone, folks. Deep in the bear zone right here. So typically, you start seeing double bottoms, right? And those are what you call divergences. All right, divergences deep in the bear zone, and that's a sign of a nice reversal. But let's see, we have to monitor. We have to break above the 5 EMA, otherwise this inverted descending scallop is not something I want to see here. Let's see. If there's a lot of noise on the screen, folks, sorry, but bear with me because this is how I trade. All right. All right. Thank you. I saved you. No problem, Morris Rush. I will take requests. Give me 1 second, folks. I just want to monitor pattern candle formation on ASST. Very important. All right. That is typically not good. There it is. Look at that rejection line at the 143. 143 rejection. What did I say? 5 EMA. So this pattern is going to pan out. This pattern is going to pan out. Be very careful, guys. Be very, very careful. Boom. Rejection at that descending scalp inverted. At that 5 EMA. We tried to touch the 5 EMA and we got rejected. Look at that. This is why I wanted to stay on ASST. ASST. You see why the technicals matter? Okay. What did I say my fear gauge was? 136. We're at 136, folks. We're at 136. So now, you know, just consider where we are right now. 135. Nobody talks about it. Jerry, I heard about it, but I'm not in the trade. I don't know what the company, you know, I mean, I know what the company is now, obviously, but I heard about the 135 warrants. And I personally don't trade financials on any chart. I just trade the trend. I trade the charts. All right. So look at the bullish divergences we are building here on the RSI. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the bullish divergence happening on the RSI. All right. Not yet. We're still waiting. But you rejected the inverted descending scallop at the 5 EMA, and then you had the plummet. All right. 136 is the fear gauge of the Fibonacci extensions, and then we have the pattern completion at the 132. All right, folks. All right, let me go get coffee real quick. Monitor the Fibonacci extension, folks. Monitor it. All right, and let me just make sure that Bitcoin and SPY is looking good. Why this sell-off was aggressive? It might be because of Bitcoin real quick. Let me just turn off this. No, so that's fine. Let me see SPY. Is SPY selling off here? No, SPY's not selling off. All right, no, so it's just normal price action. Okay, fine. All right, we're gonna keep this here. Give me 1 sec. Let me go get a grab of water. And we are showing signs. All right, here's something to know. All right, look at the bullish divergence potentially happening here. All right, beautiful. Bullish divergence. I'll wait for it to confirm. Give me 1 second. Let me go get some water, folks. All right, now I can't go get water. All right, so this is what you called a descending scallop. So you have inverted descending scallop. This is called a descending scallop. All patterns are like lateral. You form new ones and then null. Okay, patterns become null, new ones are formed. Okay, again, same scenario. We want to see a candle break above the 5 EMA. We got to get a candle break above the 5 EMA. Bear with me with all the noise here. Again, inverted descending scallop. Now you have a descending scallop. It's like a J. This is like a reverse J. This is a J. Let's get candle structures above the 5 EMA. Otherwise, we're coming down to the 132, completing that inverted descending scallop. Look at that 5 EMA rejection again. 5 EMA rejection again. So, guys, be careful here. We are breaking structure. Look at that. 5 EMA rejection. We are breaking structure. Look at I don't see bullish divergence yet here, folks. I don't see bullish divergence here. So if you guys, so now the trend is in, like the 5 is now acting as resistance. The 5 is acting as resistance as of late. So be careful here until we break a structure. The 5 is now a resistance. Just consider it a resistance line. All right, if we fail to continue to not break above the 5 EMA, this can continue downward. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go get a water now. All right, guys, 1 second. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and join the Discord. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom. 984, couple more. Let's get 1,000 subs. So far, so good. We are printing nice candle formation here off of this drop off. All right, now I have to go use the bathroom. I just keep watching the candle, keep watching the charts. It's driving me crazy. All right, I'm back. I'm back. What's going on, folks? All right, let's see here. All right, 1 minute time frame. Oh shit. Okay. Ooh, bear zone. Ooh. Jay. Does anybody know? This is a potential fail swing here. Potential RSI fail swing here. We literally just crossed it. Literally. This is a potential fail swing here on the RSI. Holy shit. Let's see if this RSI fail swing is valid. That's a good sign for a reversal here, but we gotta hold it. Let's see, folks. Let's see. Let's go. Uh-oh. Tú no entras. Está bien. Let's see, let's see. Are you guys clenching your asses right now? Are you guys clenching your asses right now? Who's got a clench ass right now? Type 1. Like, having a nervous wreck right now. Who's having a nervous breakdown right now? You don't have to expose yourself. You don't have to. Alright, so let's see here. I finally sat down. Alright, so let's see if we can print some bullish divergence deep in the bear zone, and then hopefully an RSI fail swing for a nice momentum to the upside here. So this is not bad here. This is not bad. People people sold. Let's see if we can get a nice little fail swing up here. One super jam of Morris. Oh boy. All right. Well, remember my fear gauge is below 136. That's my fear gauge. That's my fear gauge. I told you early in the stream. My fear gauge is 136 to 113 ratio. Okay. Still waiting to get in. Morris, smart. Very smart. Being patient is a strategy. Being patient is a strategy. Very good. All right, here we go. Price action. All right, this is a moment here. Moment here. We gotta break above the 5 EMA. Here we go. Here we go. You're potentially making bullish divergence here. Potential bullish divergence. Let's see. Still in the green, but holding. Okay. Don't be afraid to take profits. Do not be afraid to take profits. I preach this every day. Do not be afraid. There's nothing wrong taking profits. Nothing wrong taking profits. This is a movement. The stock doesn't give a fuck about you. You shouldn't give a fuck about them. Just keep it moving. Move on to the next trade. All right. Don't marry the idea that you're gonna 10x. No, marry the idea that you're happy with the trade. You got in, you got out, and you got out in the green. Boom. Okay, here we go. Failure. Okay, so RSI fail swing in play. Bullish divergence inside deep in the bear zone above the 5 and the 10 EMA. This is typically what you want to start seeing for reversal. Now the next test is that 20 EMA, 142. That is the ultimate break of reversal here off of this dick move down. Here we go. Reversal, RSI, bullish divergence. Here we go. 120, 20 EMA touch. Boom. Boom. Bullish divergence on the 1 minute. Boom. All right, 120 EMA. We got to break above it. Boom. Damn it. Let's see. Let's go. All right, here we go. Touch to 20. Bingo. Bingo, bango. Good to see you. RSI break. Bullish dips, question mark, 20 EMA. Now you have the 5 and the 10 EMA acting as support. That's a good sign. Very, very good sign here, folks. So let's see. That sell-off was aggressive. It probably was shorts. That sell-off was aggressive, but then buyers are immediately accumulating here. All right, what's the volume? Oh, all right, we tested it. That's what you want to see here. You tested that. RSI failure swing trade potentially about to pan out. Let's see here. Above that 20 EMA is my confirmation line. That 20 EMA is a confirmation line. Let's see. Bullish divergence on the RSI. Question mark. Looking good. 20. Don't reject. Don't reject. That's going to be a nasty reject. That's going to be nasty. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. Get above the 20. Get above the 20, baby. Let's go. If not, you're going to get ass blasted, folks. Let's see. Let's see. 20. It's struggling. It's fighting here, folks. They know what this means. They know what this means. If shorts are stepping in, because that was super aggressive, guys. That was fucking great. But look at the breaking trend, right? Remember what we spoke about? SMA acting as what? Resistance. Okay, resistance. Structure is breaking. Okay. If the EMAs and if SMAs start acting as support, this is going to be a nice little swing. This is going to be a nice little swing up. So you got to wait for the confirmation line. Okay, here we go. We're rejecting the 20 EMA. Thus far, rejecting the 20 EMA. All right. Let's see if we can get another bullish divergence here. And then make another move up and then break out above the 20. 142 is your new resistance line here. Micro. Let's go. So far, so good. Wow, there's a lot of people in here. You guys are heavily involved in ASST. Hopefully I can provide some sort of psychological anchor and safety, at least from a visual perspective. So, let's see here. Let's see. I'm not taking requests yet. I'm just monitoring ASST. Not yet. I'm staying focused on ASST right now. All right, we did reject the 20. And now you're breaking below the 5 and the 10 EMA. So, be very careful, guys, because this could potentially become a little bit more to the downside. Now, I'm just curious. Where the fuck is SPY now? That's super aggressive, that sell-off. I wonder if SPY's selling off here. I did say SPY is in a very... we did print multiple bearish divergences. Okay, SPY's not even red today. It's actually green. Is Bitcoin selling off? Let me see if Bitcoin's selling off. Why this aggressive move? So yes, Bitcoin's somewhat... No, it's not. No, it's just 2,000 points down from 116 is not that fucking... You don't get those kind of moves. All right, so it's just probably... just people taking profits from all-time high and breakup structure. So... All right, 136 is my fear gauge. 136, okay, here we go. 139, so like I say, it could become more aggressive here. More aggressive. All right, so off of the descending scallop rejection line, which we are here, this is your new pattern measurement off of this wedge. Off of this pattern. We failed this one, so the new potential target is at 130 here, off of this descending scallop, excuse me. Okay, that's the measurement rule, potentially 130 if we rejected the 20 and continuation downward. So keep an eye out here on ASST. ASST. So what the new structure is forming, what is the data telling you in front of you? Well, now you have the 20 EMA as a clear sign of resistance. So you need to break above. We know that if you hit 20 EMA, as of recent price action, it's going to act as resistance. We have to break above the 20 EMA for any confirmation move to the upside. Okay, there you go. Wow, that was a very, very bullish candle. That was a lot of volume coming in. Holy shit. Boom. Very, very heavy volume on that buy order right here. Very, very huge. Bullish divergence here on the RSI. That failure swing trade is looking good right here. Look at that failure swing chain, bullish divergence on here. Boom, look at that purchase order. Wow, beautiful, 139. Yeah, this could be a sign of reversal. We just got to break above that 20 EMA. 20 EMA, 20 EMA, you got a bunch of people coming in here. And on top of that, look at the EMA, look at the SMAs rolling right on top of that. You get candles forming here. And then you got the 50 rolling up as support, not resistance. Dude, this can actually make moves here. But so far, so good. This failure swing trade is actually working. 20 EMA, we just got to break candles and close candles above that 20 EMA. So roughly 142. 142, we got to break above it and start sitting candles above the 142. And that typically would align us back into the box, right? Look at the broad box. Remember the box? We're back in this green box. So the structure has not, it's the bearish sentiment is not there yet for me. Remember what I told you, a break below 136. That's when it gets fearless. That's when I get worried. But we're just back inside this box, folks. All right, so far so good. Fairly swing trade is looking good. All right, we are breaking above the 20 EMA. Very good. Now sustain it. We got to sustain it. So 142 is your confirmation line. And let's start making new higher highs, higher lows. Let's go. Let's go. Holding, baby. All right, let's you know what? Let's try something new. Let's try to get a magnet in here. Let's see if this is actually gonna work. Let's get a magnet in here, folks. Let's see if we can actually fucking pump this shit. You know what? Maybe we might have to change the music because this music's fucking killing me here. All right, let's put a little bit of rap, not words, not words. Let's put a little bit of hip hop, lo-fi. You know, get the fucking vibes, man. This shit's killing me, bro. Fucking killing me here. No, that's really too fucking boring there. All right, that's a little bit more in my range. Nice little lounge. Oh yeah. All right, let's go. Do you think if I make it bigger, it's gonna actually work? Let's see here. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. There you go. Hell yeah, brothers. Let's go. 120. Failure swing team, multiple bulls, divergence. Oh! There you go. So far, so good. 142 break. Failure swing trade is intact. Bullish divergence failed in the RSI. Excuse me, not failed in the RSI. Break into the RSI bear zone, creating bullish divergence deep in the bear zone. There it is. There it is. You're the man. You are crazy, damn magnet. That's right, baby. That's right. There it is. Holding the line. So what does that tell you now, folks? The shorts tried. The shorts tried and failed. And obviously there was a lot of sellers here because they saw that this was continuation to the bear side. But now you reverse the trend. Now we gotta break above the 50 SMA to start really rocking. If you really want to fuck around and find out, folks, break above that 50 SMA, and I promise you, this can get really stupid. Now, obviously, we got to break above exactly 146. Get candles above the 146, 50 SMA, and now you're gonna see a great momentum to the upside continuation. Because remember what I told you this morning, folks. Did you guys listen in? The blue line broke structure, acting as support at some point, right? I think it was in the 5 minute I explained this theory for you. But look, support, resistance, 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 resistance. If candles get to the 50 SMA and now candles do not resist and the 50 SMA act as support, this is gonna get really crazy. Let's see what happens, okay? Let's see what happens. So far, so good. Thank you, thank you. Let's go. That's right, let's go. You want to see more bullish divergence here on the RSI, folks, for another continuation run. The deeper you are in the bear zone, you notice that reaction. Look at that reaction. There's a nice little trick in the RSI. I'll explain in the distant future how to use the RSI. The RSI is a very, very powerful tool. This one indicator can give you 4 signals right off the rip. There's 4 signals right off the rip off the RSI, possibly 5. This is why I wasn't worried until the 136, because I know where the RSI lands on the 136, which is a key area that I'm watching. But this is called a failure swing trade on the 1 minute time frame, RSI. Bullish divergence off of key areas of resistance deep in the bear zone, creating bullish divergence, antiquates the momentum to the upside. Antiquates it, blows up. See? Technicals, baby. Technicals. Fuck fundamentals. Fuck finance. I hate that conversation. Talk to me about techs. Techie, baby. I'm the tech guy. I'm the tech and fucking engineer. Technical engineer analyst. Bullshit fucking resume name. Give me the technicals. Fuck financials. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we still got to break above what I said, 145 to really start rocking here. All right, the failure swing trade is complete. Now we got to start acting finding support off of these crazy EMA lines and SMAs. Let's go. Hit the like button, guys, if you like this sort of content. So far, so good. I think I gotta amp up the magnet. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think I gotta amp up the magnet. Make it bigger, right? What do you guys fucking think? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see. I think we gotta fucking bust a move here. Hold on, let me just get the let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on. All right, let's actually amp it up. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on. We gotta really change the fucking music. This is fucking killing me. All right, let's fucking, yeah, let's fucking amp it up, baby. Let's fucking get it. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. What did I say? What did I say? Let's go. Let's go. Let's pump it up, baby. Let's fucking pump it. Come on, you bitch. Let's go. Come on. 5 SMA, 50. 50 SMA support. 50 SMA support. What did I say? We gotta hit that support line. We gotta find support here. That's right. RSI fail signal is working. RSI failure swing is working, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go! Come on, baby! RSI candle structures, 5 EMA, 10 EMA, all acting as support. You want to see that. You want to see that. Let's go. We want to see this support bounce. RSI, bullish divergence in here on the RSI. So far, so good. If we happen to break below, RSI, test that center line in lines with the bullish divergence, adding confluence. I'm amping it up now. I'm amping it up, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, bitch. Woo! Come on, baby. 5 EMA, 10 EMA, all supports. Let's go. We gotta hold. Okay, we're in the 50 range here. 50 SMA, let's go. We gotta hold it. I want to see that shit bounce. Come on. Your area support is at 20 EMA as well. 20 EMA. If we fail this right here, reject the VWAP, excuse me, your 20 EMA should act as a clean area support right here. Roughly, exactly, off current price action, $41.43. Let's go! And we have bullet divergence potential, swing continuation on the RSI. Let's go! You were funny, man. Thank you, bro. Oh shit, no! 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 What the no! Okay, here we go. Woo! Here we go, this is it. This is it, folks. Come on! Come on! Let's go! Pump it, bitch! Here we go. Test that RSI center and give me that divergence, bitch. Come on, you wickety witch. And if it fails it's nothing to worry about. Structure's not broken yet. Uptrend is still in track. intact if we break that 50 SMA. We're not done. We're not out of the woodworks yet. Come on! Woo! One more push. One more. Give me a God candle. There it is. Give me a God candle. Come on, bitch. One more. Who's lit? Woo! One more push. I like what I see here, though. Come on, you mother. Do I gotta make it wider or smaller? We gotta make it wider or smaller. Alright, here we go. We're gonna test that center line on the RSI. Here we go. Alright, let's see if it's gonna bounce off this center line and also off of this potential trend line. Let's go. Remember 20 EMA. Remember the 20 EMA. 20 EMA. That's also in lining with the divergence and the RSI center line. Let's see if it holds. That's exactly where we gotta hold the line, folks. Right there. Hold it. Hold. Boom! Buyers are stepping in. Boom! Let's go. Let's hold it. Hold the fucking line. Hammer candle. Don't reject the 1 EMA. Excuse me, the RSI. Come on, bitch. Hold it. Hold. Woo! We're still inside the box, guys. What matters is that we're inside this box. Remember, focus on the trend. The trend is not broken because we're still in line with the box. So if it sells off, that's fine. But guess what? Were you worried here? No. Is it still in the range? Yes. Are you have something to worry about? No, not yet. When did I say that I start getting my little fear gauge going? At 132. Was it 132? No, 136. 136. Are we in the range, folks? Are we still in the range of this price action? Yes or no, folks? Let's get some chat going. Let's get some chats going. Let's do a little bit of education going on right now. Are we still in this box? Yes or no? Are we still in this box? Yes or no? The best ever sold Magneto. Are we still in this box? Oh no, I can't have that song up. Fuck. I can't have that song up. Whoops. I'll get fucking demonetized. I'll get fucking demonetized so hard. Alright. Are we still, what's the price? Fuck the price target. Answer the question. Are we in this box? Yes or no? Yes. When do we break trend? When do we break structure? Off of what? Key areas of support. Put Notorious B.I.G. Bro, I will get demonetized so fast. I can't have songs with words in them. I'll get fucking, let me see if I can do like a club music. Let me see if I can do a club music. Woo, that was so fucking fun, guys. Oh, here we go. This is it. I got the best fucking song. I'm gonna blast this, folks. I don't care what you guys say. This is one of the best deadmau music songs out there, bro. Alright, let's focus on the trend here. Let's focus on the trend. Let's go. We're just getting fucking started. Woo! Fuck, where's price target? Why are you worried about the future when you gotta worry about now? Why are you worried about the future when you gotta worry about now? Let's pump it. Woo! Come on, bitch. Look at what price is doing right now. It's literally surviving. Woo! Come on, bitch. Don't fail me on that 50. Don't fail me at that 50, you bitch. 145, 618, exactly. Look at the confluence. 618, Fibonacci extension levels. To the downside, bitch. Come on, man. Come on. You're gonna tell me we don't know how to do technicals out here? We don't know how to do technicals out here? Well, let me show you guys something. What do you guys see here, bitch? A trend to add more confluence. To add more fucking confluence. Let's go. You break that. All right. Well, fuck it. We try. Find the new pattern. Find the new pattern. There's a new pattern. What does that look like? Oh, no. Confluence. Oh, no. More fucking confluence. Oh, look. So we have an uptrend. We have a bull flag. We have the R side above the center line. We have divergence here. We got the SMA. Let's fucking climb up. 145. Let's go. 145. Let's go. Come on. Woo! Woo! Yeah! Boom! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Woo! Let's go! Let's go! I know what the fuck I'm talking about! You can't fool me, bitch! You can't fade me out, bitch! You can't fade me! Woo! Woo! Let's go! Alright, here we go. Test that VWAP. Test that VWAP. RSI bullish divergence. Let's go! Woo! Master candle. Let's go. 50 break. We gotta break VWAP. Let's go. Hit the like button, folks. Let's go. VWAP. Touch it, baby. Yo, can I get a 1 in the chat? Let's fucking go. VWAP. VWAP. There we go. All right, we got bearish divs printing. Bearish divs. A little bit of bearish divs. Fuck the price target. Let's focus on getting above VWAP. Let's go. Break above VWAP. Let's go. Woo! Guys, there's nobody out there like me, guys. There's no channel right now doing ASST fucking charting like we are doing over here. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby. Woo! RSI above the 200 estimate, 100 estimate. You are now testing VWAP. You're printing a shadow wick top. Let's see if it holds, but we gotta break above VWAP. Hold at 147. We never really left the trend. We're still inside the box, folks. Still bullish. Woo! Let's go, VWAP. Let's go. Woo! Hit that like button. Woo! One more. Yeah, master. Master. Hello. Hello. Let's go. VWAP. VWAP has been achieved. Looks like we are off the fucking glass. We are off the motherfucking glass. Woo! Off to motherfucking moon. Let me make it bigger right now. Let me make it bigger right now, folks. Let me just antiquate it. Let's go. Last push. Last fucking push, bros. Woo! Did we ever really break the trend, guys? Did we ever really break the trend on the RSI, folks? They tried. They tried. They fucking tried. But we knew coming into this where that bounce was right here, folks. We knew where that bounce was, bitch. Holding strong. Holding strong. Back test of that VWAP breakout. Let's go. We want to see a break above candle formation on VWAP. Let's go. Woo! Woo! We're in the range, folks. We're in the range. Alright, bearish dibs. Here we go. Bearish dibs. Sell-off incoming. We gotta hold the VWAP. Sell-off is coming. Sell-off is coming. Woo! Let's go. Sell-off is coming. And then we gotta back test that break above. Let's go. 5 EMA holding candle. We have bearish dips printing. Let's go. It's not over yet. Woo! It's all about the RSI, baby. All about the RSI. If you guys don't know how much I love the RSI oscillator, I use this thing like my fucking lifeline right now, bros. My goddamn lifeline. Woo! Alright. Woo! Look at that! Look at that! Look what price is trying to do, folks. It wants to fuck. It really wants to get crazy. Hit the like button, guys. I'm almost at 1,000 subs. Let's fucking go. Let's go, bros. Wow, look at the alright, look at the volume here, folks. Volume. Accumulating nice into the bull zone. Look at that! Large order coming in. Large buy orders coming in, folks. Large buy orders coming in. Woo! It wants that VWAP. It definitely does. Here's the RSI. Test center line bounce. Continuation run. Bullish divergence is your lifeline. Okay, we are printing bearish dibs. Be careful here. Be careful here. Let's see if it holds. ASST. ASST. Here we go. 149. Woo! They try to scare you over here. They legit try to scare you over here. Look at this. Look what they try to do. Like, oh no, my bag. No. RSI, failure swing trade. RSI, failure swing trade. RSI, failure swing trade. And look at the massive momentum to the other side. They try to scare retail here. Not me. Not me. No. RSI, failure swing trade. That's the beauty of technical analysis. The squiggly guy charting guy, dude, on fucking ASS, the squiggly charting dude. The squiggly charting dude is actually doing something here. Trying to save retail. Let's fucking go. Woo! Man, that was a pump. All right, so far we're above VWAP, folks. We're above fucking VWAP. So that's a good sign, folks. There is bearish divergence printing as we speak, but that's totally fine. We're in a range. We got the 5 EMA. We're above the 5. We're above VWAP. We also have cushion here. We got the 50 SMA, and you also have the 100 SMA. And guess what, folks? Broadly speaking, you're still inside this box. So if you end up being fucking choppy, be happy that this thing didn't fucking puke to the downside. Guess what it wanted to do? Get back inside this range. Woo! Be happy that we're in the range again after this RSI failure swing panned out. Alright? That was a beautiful swing. Fair RSI. I'll talk about this in my Discord one day. Or in my channel. I'll talk about this in my channel one day. Okay? Alright? Alright, here's the bearish divergence as I stated. Let me lower the volume here. Alright, so let me lower the volume just a little bit. Got too crazy out here, bro. Guys, hit the like button. Let's go. Hit the like button, bros. Alright, so where's the chat at? Man, got in at 90. What? Didn't get too much hope. It makes me a little more. Well, hit the like button. Follow my channel, bro. I trade the charts, not the fucking company, bro. I don't give a shit about a company. I care about the technicals. And that's my edge. My edge is technical, guys. My edge is the technical side of trading. Not a lot of people do what I do. Very, very small amount of people in the trading world do what I do. Very, very small amount of people do what I do. Sammy ARC touch daily EMA 50 today with the one hidden bullish 18 bars. Jay-Z, let's go. I'm gonna double check J. I'm gonna check AREC as we speak. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I just want to get this breakout right here. After this bearish divs are printing on ASST. Let's fucking go, bitch. ASST is still strong. Let's go. Bearish divs breaking out of this fucking momentum 148 resistance line. It's cool. It's cool. We're holding the line, folks. We're holding the line. And that's what matters. That's what matters. I told you, fear gauge is at 132. Fear gauge, 136. Fear gauge, 136 is my fear gauge. I said it back here. So I wasn't concerned until the 136. Thus, look what happened with price action. What did price action do when I said back here that 136 is my fear gauge? Price respected 136. Why? Duh. Support. A key area support bounce. And then you have the RSI confluence. Fairly swing trade. Okay? That's the beauty of technical analysis. Okay? You guys heard me in the morning. 136 is my fear gauge. Alright, let's go, boys. We're above the art. Okay, guys. We're above the. Oh my god, guys. Now we're above the EWA. You're finding support on the EMAs. You're hitting a. Alright, another bearish divergence is about to print here. Careful. Careful, but that's totally fine. You make a new higher high and a new higher low. Come back down, test support, maybe that 5 EMA, and then bounce. New higher high and a new higher low. Boom. So now you come back and hit that 236 eventually, right? What does that look like? A fucking channel. Woo! Wee! Oh, there's a lot going on in my chart, folks. Sorry, this is way too much. I'm sorry, guys. I got in at 86, sold a bunch on Friday, held 1,000 today, sold 5. Now I'm just holding. Yes! Yes! Why yet? I love listening to people take profits. Please, do not be afraid to take profits. Do not marry a stock. A stock and a company does not give a fuck about you. Take profits, always. Always, 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 always. Good trade, brother. I can't even delete my... Why I can't delete my freaking... Whoa, weeble. Alright, so that's not working right now. I don't know why I can't delete my brushes. Alright, now I'm going to try and delete everything now. Wow, that was fun, guys. Look at that. Now we're back in the range and we're in an uptrend. Taking profits and having a good SL might be the hardest thing in trading. Yes, PX. Yes, that's so true. It took me years to understand that. It takes years to understand people getting into this job. It literally takes years because I'm so glad you said that, because people think like, oh, if I'm in the trade, I want to make a lot of money. It's gonna go up 10x. No, not all the time. Very rare. So it's okay to take profits. There's nothing wrong. And then you get in. There's 1,000 other stocks to get in. You get in this trade. Boom, you made money, you move on to the next. Some traders just marry a stock forever. Now, I will say this. You start small. If you're going to get into the day trading rules, you start small. Understand what a ticker does day in and day out. All tickers have personalities, right? So, yes. And initially, start small. Trade one fucking ticker. It's very hard. FOMO is a real thing, man. But honestly, it's just got to follow the number. You know where you make your most money? What I've learned in the day trading, you know where you make your most money? When shit like this happens. You make your best trades and the most marginalized trades when you have shit like this. When you have shit like this. Puke. And if you understand RSI failure swings or RSI technicals, this was nothing. And you obviously have to find support key areas of support where price cannot break below, otherwise it's going to puke down. 136. What I stated here, and I said it right here. I said 136 is my fear gauge. Look what price did. Price found support at the 136, just like I said. So at the RSI's failure swing trading, adding that the key area support is at 136, what did people do? People started buying. People started buying. Again, look at the key rejection, 150. You're inside this broad box. That's really, really good. Price is now inside a zone. Rejection at the what is that, 150? 151, right? Beautiful. Okay, so guess what? It's not fucking puking, and you rolled this stub. How much was that swing trade? If you took the swing trade, that's 11% swing trade. Do you only day trade or do you swing trade? I do mostly swing trade. I hold on stocks for a while. I like to capture like big gains. I don't do the whole scalping shit anymore. I'm fucking too old for that now. I'm too old. I'm doing this stream for you guys. Literally. I'm not even in this trade. I'm just literally with you guys here. So, that's it. So you're in the box. That's what matters, man. But yeah, people want to, you know, get rich tomorrow, and it doesn't really work that way. Let's go. You're the GOAT for that. Thank you. Thank you, PX. Let's go, man. Guys, join the Discord. We're going to have a lot of fucking fun, bros. YouTube. Join the Discord, folks. Especially if you guys are charged. All right, so where we are right now. So right now, price is in a box. Fighting here, right? And that's not bad. It's like another mini box here. This is what you want to see. This is really good. A good sign. Okay? Now, other things to consider. The SMA, the 50 SMA is coiling up. What is that? What is the SMA here? Okay. Price, blue line acted as resistance. Now you have this guy acting as what? Eventually, what's going to happen here? So if price comes down, what is going to be support potentially? Yes. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Adds confluence when you also have a key area, Fibonacci area. 50 SMA, the 382. What does that mean? More than likely, if price came down here, I see a support bounce at 143, potentially, right? Because of this 50 SMA. But right now, we're sitting lovely above the VWAP, and it's fighting for VWAP as we speak. And so what if it comes down? You're still inside a positive range. You're still inside a box. The box is your comfort zone. Okay? This is the house. Think of it as a house. Mom and dad are in the fucking house. That's what matters. We're inside the house. All right? Look at the confluence here, folks. 50 SMA, Fibonacci levels. Above VWAP, rejection here at this trend line. Okay, so do we have divergences? Yes, bearish divs printed off of this sell-off. I called it and I said, hey, bearish divs printing. Thus, we did get the print. Price now finding support at the 100 SMA at a key area support from previous price action handle. So now you're marrying VWAP. Very bullish. Very bullish. You just had a massive 30% swing trade, or I think this massive swing trade. What do you think price needs to do? It needs to calm down. Exhaust a little bit. But it even exhausts here, like BYND. No, it exhausts at my support, 136. You're back inside the house. Bullish. Bullish. What did anybody pay attention what I wanted to close today? Earlier